So she got the homie spread it butt, booty, eagle style on the bed. She turns around, she got the scissors, then boom.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Ooh-wee, y'all, I got a bad one for y'all today. Listen, I need everybody to hit that like button, and I'm not telling y'all to hit the like button just for the sake of hitting the like button. No, I need for y'all to hit the like button and then share this video on Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, because there's somebody out there that might be going through this right now, and y'all need to hear this video before it's too late. Now listen, you got this 20-year-old college student named Tiffany. Now, what y'all don't know is Tiffany is a beautiful girl. This chick is drop dead gorgeous. But guess what? She got a problem. And you want to know what her problem is? When she was younger, from the ages of 5 to 10 years old, you see, her mother was selling her to men for drugs, okay? So she got a lot of abuse. Abuse. I can't say the first word, but abuse. A lot of that. That's right. Y'all hold right. This girl from the ages of 5 years old to 10 years old, her mother was a dope fiend, and she was selling her to grown men to do vile things to her. Okay, but guess what? She ended up getting rescued by the system, and she grew up in the system. Now, this is a beautiful girl. Beautiful. She's in college. But what y'all don't know is that this girl is harboring all this hatred for men, all this pain for all the things that she's been through. Now, that ain't gonna stop normal men that don't know no better of looking at this woman and saying, man, I just want to get with her, whether I want to marry her, wife her up, make her my main squeeze, I want to be with her. But most of you guys, y'all like to stick and move, right? Well, guess what? Somebody paid for that. All the years that this girl went through that trauma and abuse, it's about to be taken out on you on full force. Now let's get to the story. Oh, y'all thought the story already started. No, it's starting right here, right now. So she's at Dairy Queen, minding her own business. You got this dude that walk up on her like, man, mommy, you bad. So she look at him like, whatever. He like, listen, I know you got a man, you probably got a husband, but listen, I don't care about none of that. I need to be a part of your life in any capacity that I could be in the friend zone. It don't matter, but I just need to be a part of whatever you got going on, period. So she like, you funny. And he like, listen, baby, if that's what you want me to be, if you want me to be funny, if you want me to go put the red nose on and the colorful hair and the clown suit, that's what I would do, baby, just for you. I just got to be a part of anything and everything that you got going on. Like I said, baby, I know you got a man. I know you do, but I just need to be a part of you. She like, well, I ain't got no man and I'm in school. He like, oh, thank God. Are you gay? She like, no, I don't do females. So he like, oh man. He's like, so what's up? Like, can I get your number? Like, here, can I get your number? So she was like, what's your name? And he tells her his name. So she like, do you got a girlfriend? Baby, listen, if I had a girlfriend, that'd be done. That'll be over with right now. So she's like, so you mean to tell me if you had a girlfriend, right, you would break up with her just for me? So how I don't know that you would do that to me, you know, with some other chick? And he like, listen, this right here, you the end of the road, baby. You the end of the road, man. I will go to my phone right now and delete every chick that I ever talked to in my whole life for you. So she was like, you know what? I like you. You persistent. So yeah, I'm gonna give you my number, but you better call me tonight at 9 p.m. on the dot, or do not call at all, right? He like, baby, that ain't nothing but a word. So she put her number in his phone, right? He like, listen, can I give you a hug just in case? Because you never know what's going to happen when I leave from your presence. Can I just give you a hug? So at least even if you gave me the wrong number, I can just remember this for the rest of my life. But she said, all right, whatever. So they give each other a hug, and he grabbed her close like this. So she was like, boy, you better stop. And he like, my bad. It's all good. So he walk off, and she continued about her day. He goes back to the projects. He living with his sister. And he tell his sister, like, listen, I found my wife. And his sister, knowing that he a playboy, she like, yeah, okay, whatever. He like, no, I'm dead serious. This girl that I met today at Dairy Queen, she was, oh my God. So she like, yeah, okay. So then he get up on the phone. He calling his homeboys like, hey, y'all, it's over. I done found my girl. I done found my wife. This and that. You know, his homeboys like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Right? So it's 8:59. He right there. He waiting for that. He waits. 8:59, 9 o'clock. Whoo, hey, this, blah, blah, blah. She answered the phone. Now listen, they kicking it. From that day on, they kicked it. Now she did not give him none yet. But maybe in the third day of conversation, she said, listen, I'm celibate. And if you can't wait for, he said, baby, whatever you want to do, I got you. If you don't want to do nothing, there ain't no pressure at all. I'm here for you. I'm straight. I'm good. So she's like, no, you can do whatever you want to do since we ain't committed. He said, listen, I'm going to show you. Listen, I'm going to show you that I'm here for you. Whatever you want to do, I got you. She's like, all right, whatever, cool. They kick it strong for 3 months. Now, he's messing with chicks here and there, you know, because I guess he got to scratch that urge that he getting, right? But he telling chicks like, yo, this is, you know, this ain't what it is, you know, this just like one night stand type of thing, ain't nothing serious, nothing, right? So now he end up messing with this one chick that he been chasing for so long, right? She finally give him some, but the thing about it, she burned him. Y'all know where this story going, but y'all have no idea about the twists and turns that we about to go with this story, because it's about to get crazy. Matter of fact, y'all already know how I do it. You know, when I put the glasses on and then I take them off, y'all know it's about to get dangerous. So now, dude got chlamydia, but he don't even, no, not chlamydia, he got gonorrhea, but he don't even know it. So he goes to the girl house that he been pursuing for these 3 months, and they just talking, they just chilling, and now they Netflix and chilling. Now he's holding her in the bed, and she basically in her bra and panty set, right? And he hold her, and so she like, you know what? Forget it. We've been talking for 3 months. You know, it's all good. So she give him some, right? She get on top. She ride him. He busts in her. Bam. That's it. No protection, right? Y'all remember when I said, was from the ages of 5 to 10 years old, she dealt with trauma because her mama pimped her out to grown men? Remember that. We're going to say about 4-5 days later, she get a discharge. When she's using the bathroom, she getting a discharge down there. And she smelling kind of funny. And she ain't never smelled that before. She ain't never seen no discharge down there before. Except when she used to take baths when she was a teenager. And her mama, and her, well, not her mama, her adoptive mama told her, you know, you shouldn't take, and that's another thing, a lot of women should not take baths. So like if there are any little girls that's watching this, it's not good to take a lot of baths, so you can get like a yeast infection or something. I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong, but this is what I was told, okay? But y'all let me know if I'm wrong, this to the ladies. So she said like, she got a discharge, so she like, man, what the? And then her vagina was real hot all the time. So she said that she go to the clinic, they do the test, and they come back that she got gonorrhea. So she instantly get on the phone. She like, where you at? He like, I'm over here, blah, 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 blah. He at her house right now. She like, I'm on my way. She get to the house, right? She like, you want to tell me something? He like, no, I don't. No. She like, you sure you don't need to tell me nothing? He like, no, what's up? She like, you F somebody? He was like, no, I ain't F nobody, no, heads, no. She like, so why do I got gonorrhea then? He like, I don't know. I mean, I ain't been messing. Have you been messing with somebody? She was like, don't play with me. I ain't been active in years. And she's telling the truth. She haven't. So they going back and forth. So he like, look, baby, I don't know. Maybe you use a bathroom in a public place or something and you got it. But I ain't give it to you. So she said, well, you going to the clinic too. And sure enough, he goes to the clinic and he got it. He don't know that the other girl that he been chasing for a long time that he finally slept with gave it to him, right? He don't know that, but he know in his mind like, yeah, dang, old girl could have gave me that. But he ain't about to tell her that. So he just go along with this whole elaborate scheme talking about, well, maybe I got it. I mean, I was at the YMCA working out. Maybe I got it, but I'm using a towel or something or, you know, sitting on a public restroom. And the doctor was like, well, that is a possibility that, you know, people catch STDs all the time off of surfaces. Now, I don't know if that is 100% true or not, but hey, that ain't, I'm just telling y'all the story that was told to me. So she like, okay, whatever. This is where this story is about to get real crazy. So now they are in the bed. He goes to sleep. She goes to his phone. She sees that the chick that he slept with the last time said that he burnt her. Real messy, real grimy, right? So she already got in her head that, yo, you cheated on me. You burnt me. You lied to me. You violated me. What I'm about to say next, y'all, this is the reason why if y'all haven't shared this video or hit the like button so we can go viral, I need for y'all to share the video like literally right now. Pause it if you need to. But I need for y'all to pause the video and share the video. Because now we about to go into, this would not be the Dante Show Network if we ain't finna go to the Twilight Zone. I wish we could have been at the Twilight Zone. But y'all hit the like button and share the video because here it go. So all them years of abuse and trauma that she went through that came to this exact point in life. She said, I gave myself to you. You just sleeping there like a baby, like it's all good. She went to the kitchen. She grabbed some scissors, some big scissors. I'm talking about some big scissors. She went back in there, right? She got in front of him. And y'all just gotta excuse me for what I'm about to say. She got in front of him, right? Made him turn on his back. And she got the straddling him. When he erected, she got them scissors. And I know some of y'all wondering, like, how did he didn't know? How did he did not see it? They in a dark room. She's on top. I don't know, if y'all know about the riding thing, but she's in front of him. Like, she's not sitting on him. She like probably sitting on his stomach. So he don't see what she got behind her back. And when he got erected, she got off on him and cut his thing off. Liquid went everywhere. Oh! What the? Oh! I'm not going to get too deep and graphic in the details of what happened. But she said, well, you better go put it on ice. She didn't get convicted. She did not get convicted for this assault because she has a whole history of mental issues. They put her in the hospital for 3 months. You cats out there that like to play military mind games, freaking on all these women, y'all better understand, some of these beautiful women that we so attracted to, that got the big booty, nice set of tits, and a beautiful face, that could be coming with a lot of trauma that you ain't ready for. That might be coming with a lot of baggage and problems and issues that you can't even imagine. The thing that got you up, now that got you X'd out. Y'all keep playing military mind games like life is... My homeboy Santiago used to say, yo, Dante, life ain't a bowl of cherries. Life ain't just a bowl of cherries and rainbows. She cut my man penis off and told him to put it on ice. I don't know. And maybe I should have said pause, double pause, triple pause. But she cut my man penis off and told him to put it on ice. I don't know was this man penis saved or not. Pause. But it was cut off. Y'all better stop playing games. Because you right there, who I'm talking to right now, you right there might find yourself spread butt booty eagle style on a bed. And you might be rock hard. Pause. And then the girl that you done put heavy D on or heavy pipe on, that you think you about to do it again, but she done discovered your secret, and you done burnt her, and she got all that trauma in her, she might come and snatch your penis off too. The Crip dude get up and shake it off. I guess he go in the cell, he get his Crip homeboys together. So I can't really hear exactly what the uncle saying. I just know he going off on KB and KB going back off on him. Oh! Oh!
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh! Oh! There's one thing that I know for sure about prison. Whatever is inside of you will and can be brought out of you, all right? Now, if you are a gang member, right? A gang member, not a gangbanger. It's a difference. A gang member is somebody that been in it, them put in work, them lived a long life or whatever the case may be, and now they retire and they not putting in the work unless they have to. A gang banger is somebody that's actively putting in work and is with all the BS. Okay, so when you go to prison and you are a Crip, because this is what this video is about. I made this video about 2 years ago, but somebody wrote me and said, yo, Dante, could you clarify some things that you made in that last video about the Crips and the phone with KB? So this the video. So if y'all haven't seen that video, it went like this. So I'm on the phone talking to my now wife. Okay, so I'm talking to her on the phone. We just talking. And there's a Crip right in front of me. So there's 4 phones. You got a phone right here, a phone right here, a phone right here, and a phone right there. Right. So I'm on the first phone and I'm talking to my lady. Now, when you on the phone, man, you never, ever just be up on the phone like this, staring at the wall. You better be turned slightly like this so you can see everything that's going on. Because if you don't, I done seen people get mashed out on that phone, right? So I'm like this and I'm talking to my lady, right? And so there's a Crip dude. He's about maybe 25, 26. He right there, right? So he talking to his uncle, which is another Crip. So they talking, and there's a white cat that's in front of him, and I don't know who he talking to. So I see KB come from upstairs, and he come downstairs, and he go to the white dude, and he basically put his arm over like this way, blocking the Crip and me from seeing what's going on with him and the white dude with the phone. So I guess KB telling him like, yo, dial this number for me. And the white dude like, hey, I don't want no problems, and I don't got no more money on the phone. So whatever conversation him and KB had, that was it. So I see the white dude just walk off. So then, you know, I'm talking to my girl. I'm like, hey, I might have to get off the phone in a minute. She like, what's going on? I said, nah, I'm just wait. Just hold on. So now KB done turned around, and he go to the Crip dude, and he like, hey, dial this number for me. So the Crip dude look at him like, all right, whatever, man. So he steady talking. So KB like, did you hear what I said? I said, dial this number for me. And dude like, man, I'm on the phone. KB like, listen, man, hey, do a three-way for me, man. Tell your people to do this three-way for me. So dude like, man, I'm not about to do that, man. I'm on the phone. So KB takes the phone, right? Now remember, y'all, KB is a real big, tall dude, right? So in the Crip dude, he was about my height. He was 5'11", about 5'11", 5'10", right? So KB is towering over him. So when KB snatched the phone from him, dude is basically like reaching up like, man, hey, man, what you doing, man? Give me the phone back. So KB get on the phone and like, hey, do this three-way call for me. So the uncle on the phone, and he like, man, hey, man, cuz, put my nephew back on the phone, cuz. Put my nephew back on the phone, cuz. KB like, hey, listen, man, do this three-way for me. Listen, 51738. Then the dude like, dude, what is you doing, man? Put my nephew back on the phone, cuz. So KB like, hey, listen, man, I don't ask twice, man. I need for you to dial this number right quick. I need to talk to somebody. So dude, the Crip dude look at me like I'm supposed to do something. So I'm still on the phone like, my girl like, what's going on? I said, there's some crazy jail stuff, man. So she like, is you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. So then I look over there at Al them, and I do like this. So Al instantly go to the cell and go grab the sword of justice, right? So just in case something pop off. So Al come over and he sit right there by the table where I'm at, right? So I'm still talking to my girl, and the Crip dude that he took the phone from like, man, I'm not playing with you, cuz. Give me the phone back, cuz. Give me the phone. So KB like, man, watch out, man. Move, man. Hey, man, listen. I need for you to dial this number, man. Do this three-way. So the uncle like, man, I can't believe this. Hey, dude, who is you, man? Who is you? Give my nephew the phone back. So he like, hey, dog, hey, listen. The number is 517. So the dude like, I ain't doing nothing. So then the Crip dude just pop off on him, go, boom, punch KB right there in the jaw. KB instantly grab him and boom, 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 beat him down. Now, I look over there to the right where the bubble at, right? Where the guard's supposed to be at. See, there's one thing that if y'all haven't been following my videos, the guards, they know how KB roll. They know he's a bully. They know he's just a problem. He's just a menace. And a lot of them don't like dealing with him. And at this time, there was a female guard in the booth, so she wasn't going to do anything. So when I looked at her, she just looked down at whatever she was doing like she didn't see nothing. Like she just did not see KB just take off on this Crip, right? Boom, boom, beat the Crip down, right? Now, remember, the uncle is still on the phone at this time. So I hear him like, cuz, hey, nephew, cuz. So my girl like, Dante, what is going on? What's going on? I said, man, they over here fighting. So KB, after he beat the Crip down, KB get back on the phone. And he like, hey, listen, man. So the uncle like, hey, man, what you do to my nephew, cuz? What you do to my nephew? I'm telling you, man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So KB like, hey, listen, man. If you want this to get worse, man. If you don't want this to get worse, call this number on three-way, man. What's wrong with you? I told you to call this number. So the Crip dude get up and shake it off. And he like limping off upstairs where his other Crip homeboys is at. Now, it's three more of them.
Tar T wasn't in the pot. Tar T was not in the pot at this time, or Tar T would have been getting involved because he was a Crip, and then I would have had to get involved, and Al would have had to get involved. But thank God Tar T wasn't in there, so this wasn't none of my business. So the Crip dude go up there, and I guess he go in the cell. He get his Crip homeboys together. So I'm right here. KB is right here on the phone talking to the uncle, telling him to make this three-way call after he just put hands on his nephew, right? So I can't really hear exactly what the uncle saying. I just know he going off on KB and KB going back off on him, right? The nerve of KB, right? So next thing you know, I see the Crip dude, he point down there, and the other three Crips right there, they following behind him, so they come down there. So I'm like, all right, baby, I gotta go. She's like, what's going on? I said, babe, I gotta go. I'll probably call you in a couple of days because they might about to lock the pod down. So we said our love yous and bye, whatever, and I hear he got off the phone, right? And I hurry up and got over here to the corner where Al was at, where he was sitting down at. They come down there like, what's up? What's up? KB sees the four Crips right here. KB still on the phone like, hey, man, like he just unbothered. Like he just unbothered. He like, man, move, man. Watch out. So the dudes like, they're like, man, what's up, man? What's up? So he like, hey, man, make this phone call. And the next thing you know, one of the Crips swing at KB, and he do like this. And KB take the phone and go, boom, crack dude up top of his head. When he did that, the other three Crips rushed KB. Now, we're going to put a pause right there, okay? We're going to put a pause right there. Now, when he cracked the dude, right? When he cracked the first Crip, he split his head with the phone. I don't know if y'all ever seen the prison phones, but them things is hard, right? So he busts his head. Dude is out cold, so he fall flat right there. The other three Crips rushed KB. Now, when they rush him, one of them grabbed KB like on his midsection through his waist right here and tried to like scoop him. You not scooping KB, right? So KB grabbed him from his back part like this and lift him up in the air and go boom. He basically tombstoned him, right? And then the other two Crips, they steady throwing punches on KB, but it's not phasing them. They punching him in his head. They punching him in his face. After he done tombstone dude, he done grabbed the first Crip who had the phone, right? He grabbed him and just punched him out. Boom, boom, right? Then the other Crip, he come with a banger, right? He come with a banger and he hit KB like 3 times in his back, like, KB on the fourth one, KB came and grabbed that arm. It was like, boom. I don't know if he broke dual wrists. I don't know that he sprang it. I just know of what I can see. Dude, like this, it went limp. Like, I don't know, man. He broke something. I just know that Crip, his hand was like lingering, like loose like that. He like, oh, right? Now at this time, the female guard, she calls the code, right? So we hear, all you hear is boom, 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 boom. When you hear them steps, when you hear that, it sounds like kind of like thunder coming, right? This is the Goon Squad. This is the Turtle Squad. These is the cats that come in there with them riot shields, with the electricity on it, right? They come with that big canister of tear gas, that mace. They come with that shotgun with the beanie bag, right? So when I hear this, I'm like, let's go, Al. We ever go. We go. Get in ourselves. So the captain come and he like, everybody locked down, locked down. Now at this time, the first dude that got knocked out, he coming too, but he got blood just gushing. And then the dude that got his hand broke, he like, but KB is still, it's a mess. And so anyway, KB is, still like just going in King Carl mode, like, what's up, y'all? You jazz niggas up in here. I'll be all you jazz niggas up in here. And that's when they came. When the Goon Squad came in there, they came in there whipping KB out. But KB was fighting back. He was fighting back hard. He was grabbing guards, throwing them, getting bust upside his head. They was hitting him in his knees. It was like that Rodney King incident. But the only difference is KB really wasn't going down. He was still throwing punches and putting guards on their back. But then eventually, I'm going to say maybe 2 minutes. See, there's one thing y'all got to understand. I know it sounds like this fight lasted for like 10, 15 minutes, but it didn't. This fight, okay, so the KB incident with the Crips, that was maybe when all four of them came downstairs and that incident took place. That maybe took place for maybe 2 minutes. The guards got in there maybe 5 minutes after that incident. And then the guards and KB incident, that probably lasted maybe 2 minutes. Y'all got to understand, when you in there fighting and this type of stuff is going on and it's 1 versus 10, 15 guards, that's not going to be a long fight at all. So eventually they done broke KB down to his knees. So KB is on his knees and he's swinging just like this, but you could tell he getting gassed out. So they on his head. They hitting him with all that they got. They like bam, they putting it on KB. So then he finally give out, like he just go just like he not giving up, putting his hands up. He just basically put his hands up and just fall out right on his face. So they hurry up and get his massive arms, put them behind his back. They had to get 2 handcuffs, right? Because his arms were so big that they couldn't use just 1 handcuff. So they had to get some zip ties, 2 handcuffs and zip tied together, and they hog tied his feet like that. And it took all 12 of them guards. It was like a funeral, like the pallbearers. So they all picking him up and they just walk him up out of there, right? So all of us, we all in our cells, right? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Do y'all remember the Crip dude that got his head split? Now, at this time, they was in there spraying that mace, okay? And we all know, if you got an open wound or open sore or a fresh cut, like the Crip dude did, it got in that chemical got in dude's head, like in his wound. Listen, I remember when my mama told me, when I was, I think I was maybe 8 years old or something. My mama told me to get my brother. No, I wasn't 8. I had to have been 12. My mama told me to get my brother out of his baby crib, right? And I had some attitude, being stupid. When I picked my baby brother up and I put him on the bed, I stumped off, right? And I split one of my toes. Now, this ain't the same toe that I got my foot ran over in New York. Not that. It was a different toe on the other foot, and I split that. I can only imagine the pain that Crip dude was going through. When I say he was screaming, I mean screaming. And for you cats out there talking about, man, don't no grown man supposed to be screaming. Okay, you get your wig split right in the middle to the white meat, right? And you get some type of acidy, stinging type of spray on your crown and watch how you fold. Dude was screaming. Like, I thought that maybe dude got stabbed or somebody got poked or something. How he was screaming. He was like, just running just like this. And the guards was grabbing him, doing him dirty, twisting him up, trying to get him locked up. And they realized, oh, he got that. So they hurry up and shot him up out of there and got him to medical. And the other Crip dudes, they got them up out of there too. Listen, KB was a monster. And when I say he was a monster, he was just a dude that just, I don't know, man. I never met nobody like him. And before people say, was he like that out there in the streets? I heard that he was like that too in the streets. He was just a big dude out in the projects, robbing dudes. Not even really robbing them with a gun. With his size and his intimidation, they said that he was out there robbing drug dealers. Just walk up to them, grab their pockets right off their pants, right? So, all I used to say that I was prison on nobody, but there's cats that do need to be in prison for real. And KB is one of them guys. Unfortunately, y'all, well, maybe fortunately, but I don't really want to say it in a bad way because KB has passed on. KB has lost his life out there in the streets. Okay, so I don't know, should I say rest in peace to KB or should I say KB? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Yo, I just seen a rat on all the food, man. So what you saying? You telling me because I'm just an inmate that I just got to deal with it? Okay, then I tell you what. How about I just take this food tray and bust you in the mouth with it?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So the captain come in there. He like, Lasir, come here. So I know y'all like, wait, who the heck is Lasir? That's my name. My name is Dante Ronald Lasir. Lasir is my last name. Anyway, so I'm like, what's up, Cap? He like, come here. So I'm like, all right. So I get up and I go over there. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, we just got a spot open in the kitchen. You want it? I said, hell yeah. I said, how much it pay? He said, it's $5 a day. I said, oh, I bet. Now listen, working in the kitchen might be the best job that you ever can possibly get while in prison. And I'm going to tell you why. Because not only you got access to food, you got access to unlimited food. And also, if you in that game, and I'm not going to say because I don't want to glorify prison in any type of way at all. But if you are in certain businesses, you can move things around and you can also have the food as leverage. And also you can put things in food to move things around. Okay. So he who rules the food rules the prison. All right. So I'm like, yeah. So he like, okay, bet you start tomorrow. I said, what time I got to be up? He said, I'm going to send somebody in here to come get you later on. I said, all right, bet. So I go back to the table. I'm like, yeah, Al, I'm finna be in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. I get to work in the kitchen. Right? So he like, man, I said, you lie. So I said, yeah, I'm excited. Have y'all ever, do y'all remember back in the day when it was the day before Christmas, like Christmas Eve, and you just can't go to sleep because you're so excited? Or, you know, that the first day of school, right? It's Sunday and Monday is the first day of school and you just so excited. You like, you can't go to sleep. So you just, what's that word? Anticipating for the next day. So that's how I was. So I'm just laying on my bed just like this with my hands behind my, just laying like this, like, yeah, I can't wait to get up in this kitchen. So crack the door, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, Lasir, get up, let's go. So, I'm like, all right. So I'm like, God dang, I ain't know how to get up this early. All right, whatever. So we usually get up at 6 or 7 o'clock. So I get up and I'm all wiping the cold out my eye, walking down the tier, right? So then head out. We get to the kitchen. So I'm looking around and I'm like, what the food at? So dude telling me like, yeah, we got to unload the truck or whatever. So when he said unload the truck, I'm like, we get to go outside? He's like, no, it's a dock over here, man. It's a dock over here. We finna go over there. We finna unload the truck. So I said, all right. So I go over there. It's like, yo, have you ever worked at a warehouse? It's like that. So we over there at the door. They press a button. They lift it up. The truck is already backed up. And it's a dolly right there. So he said, you know, you just take this stuff and put it over there. Take this stuff, put it over there. So I instantly get up on the dolly. And I wish they would have had the electric pallet jacks. That would have been way more easier. But anyway, I get the dolly. So I'm taking the onions over there. I'm taking the eggs. We had so many eggs, right? All them eggs over there, this and that, right? So it took me probably about, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes to unload both trucks. I had help. It was 3 other dudes too. So we unload the trucks and then I seen a rat. Now listen, y'all know let me get close to the camera. And before I even tell y'all this, y'all let me know in the comment section, what is y'all most afraid of? Now, I'm not talking about dying, and I'm not talking about the devil and stuff like that. I'm talking about like a phobia. Mine is mice, rats, squirrels, raccoons, skunks, even rabbits. I do not like, I don't like them type of things, man. So when I see this big rat, now I seen mice in the prison, but I never seen a rat in prison. I'm talking about this, it was about this big and this fat with a long tail. It just shot across that way. I'm like, yo. So then, dude, I said, hey man, you see that rat? He like, yeah, what's the big deal? I said, it's a rat right there, dog. He like, okay. I said, all right. So then we got all these bananas because they made sure we stay with bananas. So you got all these bananas right here too in this big cart, this huge cart. And I just see a rat just jump on one and jump like in a pile and disappear. I'm like, yo, what is going on in here, man? And then I see a dead rat over there. I'm like, no, and then I got to thinking like, hold up. So the rats, let me tell y'all something too before we even go any further. Listen, I know people like to go to the grocery stores and eat strawberries and they like to eat the grapes and just eat it raw without washing it off. Y'all better start washing y'all food off. I'm telling y'all right now, start washing your food off. So next thing you know, I'm looking and I'm like, yo, if they doing this, now I haven't even made it to the kitchen where they prepare the food at. So I'm like, God, please don't let this be going on in the kitchen. So I get up and I head in the kitchen because we done unloading the truck. So my man telling me like, yeah, man, we be making sandwiches and, you know, when we make these sandwiches, whatever, you know, we keep the bags and, you know, you can load it up with onions, you can load it up with bell pepper, you know, load it up with extra meats and whatever, and just put it in your pants and stuff like that. The guards don't be tripping. You know, you can get a whole hustle. So I'm like, all right, they telling me this, and then I see one. Right now, let me, have y'all ever been in the cafeteria at school and been like in the back where the lunch aides prepare the meals at? It's like the exact same setup. So if y'all ever, just think about back in elementary and middle school, or even high school, if y'all ever had the pleasure of going back there and seeing the whole setup, the same exact setup. So I see a rat just shoot across the counter. And I'm like, oh, man. Now, I get it. This is a big prison. I understand that. But at the same time, I'm like, so these rats just running over the food. I'm like, oh, man, today it's toast, boiled eggs, and like this country ham, like a little thick slice of ham or whatever. Right? So my job was to do all the boiled eggs. So I got the water going, this big bucket thing, this big like mixing bowl type of thing. I'm just putting the eggs in there, putting them in there. While I was boiling, I just get it like this big scooper with this drainer thing, and I just put it over here, right? So I'm doing that, and then do y'all remember off of Bad Boys 2 or 1 when Mark was in the basement with under the house where the money was at? And he kept jumping like, oh, when a rat would come by him or something. That's how I was, man. So I'm doing the egg drop and I just see rats, boom, boom, just shooting here, shooting there. So I'm like, yo, this ain't, and then boop. Why a rat hanging from wherever it was at fall right there in the water? It was like, start squilling this scalding hot water. I said, yeah, I'm done. So then I said, hey, dog, I'm gone. He like, what you mean you gone? I said, I can't do this, dog. I can't do it. He like, what? You can't do what? I mean, what you mean you can't do it? I said, dog, I can't deal with these rats. He like, man, don't you be having rats in your cell? I said, no, I don't got no rats in my cell. He like, hey, wow, all right, man, you missing out, dog. I'm like, no, I'm good. So I end up walking off. The guard like, yo, where you going? I say, yo, I quit. I can't do this job. He like, well, all right, whatever. So I leave, go through the corridor, go where I need to go. Now I'm back in the pod. Now everybody out on the yard. People is out in school. People doing their trades. I'm back in the pod by myself, and there's a couple other cats in there. So I'm laying there, and I'm just thinking like, all this time, we basically eating after the rats. Like, this is not sanitary. You know, and I be hearing about cats getting sick out of nowhere. So this is what it gotta be. This what the problem must be, is these rats. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, man, this ain't right, man. So I get up on the phone and I call my girl. She like, what's going on? I said, man, they feeding us rats in here, man. She like, what you mean they feeding y'all rats? Like the Chinese people do? I said, no, it's like, so I just came from the kitchen, right? And, you know, I get there's supposed to be rats that, you know, it's a big facility, but I seen rats running over the bananas. A rat fell in this pot that I was boiling the eggs in, and, you know, the rats are just running all over the food, man. And the dudes in the kitchen, like, it ain't nothing, like, it's all good. So she was like, hey, are you sick? I said, no, man. I mean, some days I do go to the kitchen when, you know, when it's Burger Friday or it's Chicken Day, and, you know, or if I just want to grab something real quick, yeah, I do. She was like, well, you ain't eating there no more. I said, I mean, yeah. So she was like, you gonna tell everybody? I said, you know, I'm gonna tell my homies, but at the same time, you know, it's cats in here, that's all they got. You know what I'm saying? If they don't eat that, they gonna starve to death. And she was like, yeah. I said, but then again, it's some dudes in here that don't care about none of that. It's some real savages in here that might eat the dang rat itself. So I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah, you just make sure you keep sending that money, man. Keep sending that money every week, man, because I can't do it. So Al ended up coming back in the pod, and he got one of these sandwiches that he done paid for, right? He got a big sandwich too, this ham sandwich that was snuck from the kitchen. And I just walked up to him. I said, Al, put that sandwich down. He like, man, what you mean put the sandwich down? I paid 4 packs of ramen noodles for this. I said, Al, look, man, come on, let me talk to you. He like, what's up, man? I said, listen, dog, it's rats in the kitchen. He like, okay, it's rats all over the prison. I mean, shoot, it's some rats in here now. I said, no. I'm not talking about human rats. I'm talking about rats. Al like, okay, I mean, this is a big prison, so it's gonna be rats in here. I said, listen, so you know, he like, dude, and what you doing here anyway, man? You supposed to be in the kitchen working. I said, exactly. He like, so exactly what I said, dude, listen, 9 times out of 10, that sandwich that you eating on, the meat right there, a rat could have been involved with that. He like, what you mean a rat could have been? I said, listen, when I was in there, it was all types of crazy rats, rodents running around up in the kitchen, dog. He said, what you mean? I said, they was running around. They was on the food. He looked at the sandwich, then he opened it up and looking at it, he closed it back, ate it again and walked off. I said, Al. He said, what? I mean, I already started eating it. I mean, like what? I said, all right, Al. So I go back to my cell, right? And I'm laying down. And all I'm thinking about, like, yo, man, this ain't right, man. This ain't right. I'm gonna make a grievance. So for those that don't know what a grievance is, and let me let y'all cats, I ain't never been locked up before, know. Filing a grievance against the prison is not snitching, okay? Filing a grievance is basically letting the administration know, like, yo, y'all got to tighten up. Y'all need to change these things that y'all got going on around up in here, man, right? So I end up going to the guard. I'm like, yo, I need a grievance right quick. So they give me the paper, they give me a pencil, and I'm just filling out. I said, dear administration, I observed working in the kitchen today that y'all had a rodent problem in the kitchen. Please take care of that because it's not fair that we are already locked up and getting treated like animals. And it's not fair that real animals get to defecate on our food before we eat it. Please take care of that, dear administration, right? And I put it in the box. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes in prison, it's a saying, well, you ain't got to deal with this if you weren't out there committing crimes. That's true. Or if something crazy happened to you up in prison, the first thing people would say is, well, if you weren't out there committing crimes, this would never happen to you. Let me tell y'all something. There's innocent people that are in prison. But even outside of that, just because I or somebody else committed a crime, that don't mean we gotta deal with our food being contaminated, especially by these filthy rodents. Where's the humanity at? So I'm waiting for 2-3 days later to get a response. You know what happened? I go over there to the box and I look inside there, right? And it's still filled. They supposed to empty that box every day. So I go to the guard. I'm like, yo, hey, is y'all ever going to check out the grievance box? He said, yeah, we're going to check it out. And he said, matter of fact, we'll check it out now. So I said, okay, bet. I had a bad feeling of what was about to happen. So he take the box, right? And I just casually follow him. And I'm looking at him in his office. And he looked dead at me, right? Open the box, right? Dump the grievances in the trash and spit on it. And I was like, okay. All right. And I just walked off. I'll tell y'all something about prison. Prison is like the Terror Dome. Do y'all remember Escape from LA, Mad Max, Judge Dredd? That's how prison is, man. You can't complain. I mean, you can write grievances all day, but I mean, what I see with my own 2 eyes, it went straight to the garbage can. There's a lot of injustices that's going on in prison towards the inmates. Now, this was about 11 years ago. I've been free for 11 years. So I don't know if the conditions done changed in prison or not, but I know one thing. He said, yeah, no, I know, but what they got to do with me? I said, listen, man, listen. If y'all do this again, I'm not coming to get you. I'm not doing it no more, dog. I'm just not. I've been taking care of her and I got her out of the strip club and all this, bro. Like, that hurt, bro. I said, listen.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
All right, I need y'all advice. So one of my homeboys called me. He like, man, Dante, where you at, bro? I'm like, I'm over here at the set. He like, which one? I said, I'm over here by the park. He like, hey, I'm about to pull up right now. Don't go nowhere. So I'm like, all right. About 5 minutes will go past. And here he coming around the corner. I mean, gunning it. Y'all, it's like 12 o'clock at night. So he pull up and he jump up out the car and he get in the passenger side. And he got this crazy look in his eyes. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, Dante, did you know about this? I'm like, know about what? He said, bro, I'm just going to ask you, did you know about this? I'm like, what are you talking about? He like, man, Ride Dog been effing my wife, dog. Did you know about this? I said, whoa. What you mean Ride Dog been effing your wife? He said, bro, just tell me, did you know about this? Because some of the homies talking about that they knew about it. And so did you know about it? I said, no, I ain't know about it. So he like, I said, how did you even, like, wait, time out, what happened? He said, man, bro, so, you know, me and my wife been going through some things. And, you know, she just keep just arguing with me. And then, you know, I'll be just leaving the house because you remember you told me to stop putting my hands on her. I said, yeah. Now, oh, and there's another thing, y'all. If you got a woman and your woman is making you upset to the point that you feel like you got to put your hands on her, just leave, okay? But yeah, just leave. Don't put your hands on a woman, okay? Unless you have to restrain her to get up out of there. But anyway, let's get back to the story. Now, he like, so I took your advice and I left the house. Like every time me and her get into it, I just leave the house. So I don't have to put hands on her. I said, okay. He said, well, turns out every time I leave the house, Ride Dog will be coming to the house effing her. I said, hold up. How you know that, man? He like, dog, look at this. So I'm like, okay, what's up? So he downloaded an app on his phone. So he gave me the phone and I'm looking and he got cameras around the house that she don't know about. So he has a camera outside in the front and he has a camera in his bedroom. So I said, okay, so I'm looking at it. I said, okay, that is right, dog. So I'm like, okay, then he switched it over here to the bedroom. I said, yo. He said, dog. So what I see on the video is Ride Dog walking up to the house like 5 minutes later after my man leave. And then Ride Dog coming to the house. And now he's in the bed. Now he shows me the camera footage of the bedroom. And she just lay right there on the bed, spread eagle style. And Ride Dog is inside of it, killing her. Ride Dog is killing her. So he like, man, I want to kill both of these motherfuckers, bro. I'm going to kill both of these motherfuckers, bro. I said, yo, ho, chill. I said, listen, I said, where Ride Dog at? He said, I don't know, but I'm about to call that and I'm about to kill him, man. So he pulled out the grip. I'm talking about the real grip. Now I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, man, put that away. He said, no, bro. I want to kill them, boy. I'm going to kill both of them up. I'm going to kill both of them, dog. I can't believe this, man. Right, dog? My wife? I said, yo, chill. I said, yo, just hold on, man. Chill. He like, man, this hurt, bro. It hurt, bro. I'm a dog. I can't believe this. So I'm like, listen. Just chill, bro. And I'm like, put that away because he had it and he got it pointed towards me, but not at me, but towards my way. If it goes off, I'm going to get hit. So I'm like, yo, put that away, dog. You got that thing pointed all at me. Like, man, my bad, bro. So he put it right there on the console. So I'm like, yo, you I know you don't want to hear this right now, but I told you she wasn't, bro. I told you. Let me tell y'all something. One thing that I know for sure, one of my homeboys, I'm going to leave his name out of it, okay? But one of my homeboys was dating this chick. And I don't call girls hoes. I don't call them that because, us men, we like to, mess around with multiple women. And, that's cool for men to do it. But when women do it, people call them H's and stuff like that, right? I don't agree with that. I mean, it is what it is. If a woman want to be out here sleeping with different men and that's just how she want to program, it is what it is. I don't care. And it's none of my business, right? But I remember one of my homeboys, I told him, like I told my guy right here. I said, dude, man, you can't, what do you expect, man? She done slept with every dude in the hood. This girl done had trains ran on her. This is the wife that we talking about here. But you married her. So what do you think that she just going to be? Now, I ain't tell him this yet. I'm telling y'all about my other homeboy, right? And, one day I told him, like, this girl put him through the ring. This dude called me like every other month from the county jail for domestic violence from him putting his hands on this girl, right? And we got to go pay his bail to get him out. And I told him one day, I said, listen, dog, if y'all do this again, I'm not coming to get you. I'm not doing it no more, dog. I'm just not. And I said, like, what's up, man? Why is you know how this girl is? He like, man, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I can't help who I love, man. I fell in love with a hoe. And that's just it. I fell in love with a hoe, man. And now that's my other homeboy. And then that's the reason I bring that up, because I'm about to bring up what I told my homeboy. I said, listen, man. I said, you remember so-and-so? He said, yeah, bro, yeah. I said, listen, me and him had the same conversation, and I know that y'all even talked about this. You know how he used to wild out on this girl. He said, yeah, no, I know, but what they got to do with me? I said, listen, man, listen. I said, before you married her, you know that me and half of the whole hood done hit that. Yeah, I know, bro, but why you keep bringing it? I said, because you knew that she was like that, man. And then, you know, she was a chick that was, she was on Backpage. That's how you met her. He like, yeah, I know, bro, but man, we starting a family and all this, man. I've been taking care of her and I got her out of the strip club and all this, bro. Like that hurt, bro. I said, listen, you got to understand this, man. Some people are who they are, man. This chick is, and I told you, and I know you don't want to hear this, but I told you when you remember when you told me you wanted me to be your best man, and I told you like I don't think that's a good idea, and y'all just really met, and I told you y'all only knew each other for 3 months, and you moved her in. You moved her in. You met her on Backpage. See, what I'm not telling y'all is this, which I'm gonna tell y'all, because hopefully this might save somebody in the future. All right. Now, my homeboy, what he would do, yeah, he used to sell weed. Okay. And he'll go on Backpage like these dudes do, right? And he'll meet a chick and pay for you know what. So this girl that he met, and I know what y'all thinking. Y'all like, wait, Dante, you say you hit it too, but it wasn't. First of all, I wasn't on Backpage. Okay. I seen her in the streets. I seen her in the hood. I hollered at her. We did what we did, and that was that. Dante didn't pay. I don't never pay, and that's just what that is. Anyway, so he said he met her. They messed around after he cast her out, and he said that he just fell in love. He felt like that was his soulmate. It was weird, but it is what it is. It happened. So he said he was telling her like, yeah, you know, I don't want you to be tricking no more. You know, I don't want you going to the strip club. I'm going to take care of you. I make enough money for you and me. I want to start a family with you. So when he came to me with this and he was bringing her around, she looked familiar. But y'all remember back in them days, Dante was knocking everything down. So I wasn't just like, I knew her face, but I didn't know her face. I'm like, oh, okay. So when he brought her around, and, you know, other dudes coming to me like, hey, man, ain't that old girl? Like, don't she be on Backpage and stuff? So he knew what it was, right? So he ended up wifing her. Now, here's the thing. I know a couple of women that's strippers or ex-strippers, and they used to a certain lifestyle. They used to that fast money. They know that they can go to the strip club, make $200, $300, $400, $500, right? And make possibly $3,000 to $5,000 in a night if they selling that cat, right? So when they used to that type of money and you promise them the world, telling them that I'm gonna get you out of the club and I'm gonna get you get you out of tricking, they expecting for you to take care of them. They're expecting for you to hold them down, like you said. Remember, you went out of your way. Yeah, you went out of your way to tell this woman that you want to take care of her, to tell this woman that you're going to give her a different lifestyle. And well, you just didn't come through. So what do you think she's going to do? She's going to go back to her old ways because you didn't hold up your end. Now, I'm telling him, like, you know, don't kill Rye Dog. Don't kill him because he's a dog. We know Rye Dogs is a dog. You can't leave your lady around Ride Dog because he'll try to get on her. And yes, and the thing about Ride Dog always fighting in the hood like every other day over somebody, over him getting to a homie's girl DM and trying to holler at them and then be in your face smiling. That's Ride Dog. We love to hate Ride Dog, but this right here is just typical Ride Dog behavior. And then my thing is, I'm telling him, like, you know, and your wife, man, you know how she was before this. So, you know, don't do nothing to her neither. I said, you just gonna have to leave that whole situation alone, because you know the alternative, you take their life, what happens? You go into prison. There ain't no question about it. And he like, man, but it hurt. I said, dog, it do hurt. I understand it hurt, dog. So as he's at this point got his head down and he just looking down and shaking his head. So I just, you know, reach over there and I grab the strap and I take the clip out and take the one out of the head. And I just put the gun over here, you know, just in case. So he like, bro, what should I do, bro? I said, listen, I advise you don't go back to the house. You know, matter of fact, you can stay with me tonight. You can crash on the couch with me tonight. So you know, you just don't need to be around that, because y'all just gonna fight and you gonna end up doing something to that girl, man. And I said, as far as Ride Dog, I'm gonna holler at him myself. I'm gonna talk to him myself. He like, what you gonna say to him? I said, yo, I'm gonna just tell him like, yo, you dog, you foul, man. You keep doing this, somebody gonna kill you, dog. And he like, yeah, because I'm on the real. That's what I want to do to him. So I end up starting the car up. And we get to riding around. So we pull up to my house. So we get out, right? So my phone blowing up at this time. Right when I'm getting to the threshold of my house, my phone blowing up. So I look at the phone and guess who it is? It's Ride Dog. So I tell dude, I said, go in the house, go lay on the couch. So he go in the house and I step outside. I said, man, what the fuck wrong with you, man? He like, oh man, Dante, man, it ain't even like that, dog. I said, listen, why did you old dude wife, dog? He like, man, what you mean, bro? I said, listen, I seen a video. He like, man, there ain't no video. I said, right, come on, dog. Why did you do it, man? He like, all right, man, look, man, I'm grown, man. I'm grown. If she was gonna go, she gonna go. So we was at the grocery store a couple months back, and you know, I was looking at it, I was just playing with it. I asked her for a hug, and she gave it to me, but you know, when she pressed up on me, I said, dog, I said, but that's dude wife, man, you had no business. He said, look, man, Dante, if she was going, I was with it. I said, yo, you foul, man. He like, man, where you at anyway? I said, it don't even matter where I'm at. He like, you at the crib? I said, yeah, I'm at it. I'm about to pull up. I said, no, do not pull up over here, dog. Do not come over here. He like, man, why you acting like that, man? Y'all acting like y'all wrong, bro. Y'all wrong. She gave it to me. I mean, I ain't take it. I said, dude, you violated a homie, man. Why would you do that? He like, man, bro, like I said, she let me do it. Y'all ain't saying nothing to her. Y'all ain't saying nothing to her. And where he at? I said, listen, just don't, man. He like, so I can't come through? I said, no, man, it's late and I'm about to go to bed. He like, man, all right, bro, I'll holler at you. So he hang up. So I go in the house. So dude just laying on the couch. He like, hey, you got something to drink? I said, yeah, I got some Hennessy in there. He was like, all right, bet. Can I have some? I'm like, yeah. So I had about a pint and it wasn't even open. So I give it to him. He just cracked the top and he just go for it. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. Cause back then, y'all, if I wanted to have a drink to relax, that's what I would take. I would get just a little bit of Hennessy and a whole bunch of Coca-Cola. That was my choice of drink back then. When I needed to unwind. When life stresses would come down on your big partner, Dante. That's how I would do it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? So he drinking it and he just taking it to the head, just drinking the whole bottle. right? So he just lay there, and at this point now he curled up on the couch. So he's whimpering. So I go to the room, and my girl then, she come out. She like, what's going on? I said, hey, nah, man, he's Ride Dog at it again. She like, that dude is trifling. I said, yeah, just come in the room. So we go in the room. She like, so what have I said? Man, right, he done caught Ride Dog on camera, messing with his wife. And she like, yeah, they both trifling, man. Ride Dog and his wife, they some for doing that. So I said, hey, baby, give me a pillow and cover for dude. So she give me the pillow and cover, and I give it to him, and I give him the pillow. He like, man, thanks, dog. Thanks, man. I said, yeah, man, let's sleep it off, man. So he like, all right, bro. So my girl go back in the room, and I'm sitting there. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning now, so I'm tired. So I'm sitting there. He like, man, Dante, I don't know what to do, bro, man. I just love this beat so much, man. I love this beat, man. I said, I know, man. I know, bro. So he like, man, I'm just gonna go to sleep, bro. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. We just gonna speed it up. The next day, he ended up catching Ride Dog at the corner store, and well, he didn't kill him, but they fought. Okay, I'm not gonna say who won. I'm not gonna say who lost. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is a couple of reasons. If you pursuing a woman that you know that get around and that's really promiscuous, I got a lot of spit in my mouth. But if you know the woman is real promiscuous, stay away from her. Stay away from her. Because you got to understand, this woman is who she is. The woman is not the problem. Let me say that again. The woman is not the problem. You are the problem for trying to come in and change her life and change her. Some of these women, they like who they are. They like being the way that they are. And I had to tell my homeboy that. The first guy I was talking about. Like, you can't save all women. And obviously, that woman ain't for you. This older pimp told me this back in the day. He said, hey, listen, man, I see you out here with these different girls and all this and that, man. You ever thought about getting in the game? I said, heck no, because that's just not my thing. I'm what you back then would call a player. It's the difference between a player and a pimp, right? A player is just a player and a pimp is a pimp. But he said, I'm going to tell you something, young man. This is the best advice that he told me that I'm telling y'all. He said, don't ever force something, right? Don't ever force something to fit. You know what I mean? Don't ever, if you have to make somebody do something, let them be. Just let them be. So the point of telling y'all that is to tell y'all this. You can't help who you love. But at the same time, don't be stupid. If you know this person is out here sleeping with this person and that person, don't you dare think that you're going to come in this person's life and change them. Only time would tell. A person that sleeps around like that comes with trauma. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but there's a lot of trauma that comes from the hood. There's a lot of trauma that comes from a lot of people's childhood that's dealing with sexuality. And a lot of girls that be giving it up like that and just busting it open like that, that comes from a lot of trauma, bad trauma. So my advice to you young cats out there, or anybody that's pursuing a relationship with somebody that...
Dante, please, don't let him do that to me, bro. Come on, bro. We a crew. Come on, bro. We cool. We a crew. Yeah, I hear you, but you did that on your own. You gonna have to take care of that on your own.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So, me and Al and Tar T, we down there playing spades. The doors pop. It's a Tuesday. Y'all know what time it is. We get brand new inmates coming in every Tuesday. So we all look over there and we see two cats come in. You got a white cat and you got this tall black dude. Well, I'm looking at the white dude, I'm like, man, dude look familiar. I said, Al, don't we know dude? He was like, yeah, I think that's Kenny, that's white boy Kenny. So I was like, go see is that him. So dude is already in the cell. So Al go over there and he poke his head in the cell. And I guess Al was like, hey, your name Kenny? He like, yeah, that's me. He was like, hey, I'm Al, man. You remember Dante? He was like, Dante from the hood? Like, yeah. He was like, yeah. Al was like, man, Dante, this is white boy Kenny. So I get up and I go, I'm like, what up, Kenny? He like, oh, what's up, Dante? So let me tell y'all about Kenny. Now, Kenny is a white cat that you could not tell him that he was white, okay? He grew up in Flint, Michigan. He only dated black girls. He went to black schools. Kenny was Kenny, okay? And I knew Kenny. So I'm like, man, what the heck is you doing here? Because Kenny was one of them dudes that he wasn't into mess. He was like a white boy ladies man, if you could put a name to it. You know, he always stayed with women. You know what I'm saying? So when Kenny ended up in here, I'm like, what the heck you doing in here? So he like, man, it's a long story. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, how much time you got, Kenny? Man, I got 15 years. I said, ooh. He said, how much time you got? I said, I got 10. He like, oh, okay. I said, well, what happened, Kenny? So Al came in and Al sat down on the bed. Kenny putting his stuff up and I'm sitting over here on the desk. He was like, man, bro, let me tell you how this went. So basically, my stepbrother, right? His girlfriend ended up getting jumped by some dope fiends over some dope or whatever. I said, okay. So they called me and I go over there and I got the bat. So me and my stepbrother is putting the work in on some dope fiends and the police come. I run and I get up under the house and my stepbrother, he end up getting picked up. He go to jail. So I'm like, okay, bet. So he said that the bail was like $20,000. So he said that he broke into somebody's house and got, I guess a Rolex or whatever and got the money up. So in Michigan, you have to pay 10%. So if your bail is $20,000, you have to come up with $2,000. So he said he broke into somebody's house, got a Rolex and pawned it, right? So he said he go get his stepbrother out, right? Why? When he get his stepbrother out, right? I guess they going back to the hood and he telling him like, yeah, that was crazy, this and that, and whatever, when is your next court date and all this and that. So they talking about this. So he like, hey bro, could you go pick something up for me right quick? He like, what you mean pick something up? He like, I can't say here on YouTube, but he was trying to get something that will alter his mind state. So he was like, yeah, whatever, man. So they end up going to a dude house that supplied that type of stuff. So when they get over there, next thing you know, like 3-4 minutes will go by and stepbrother ain't coming out the house. So dude like, man, he did say he was coming right back, but he ain't come out the house yet. Next thing you know, one time is coming. Y'all see how the lights right there on the clouds? One time is going, woo, woo, coming out of nowhere. They coming out the sewer. They coming out the trees. They coming out of Dante armpits. All that. The cops is already on it. They at him with guns drawn like, get out the car. Get out the car. Cut the engine off. So he like, wait, what's going on? So he opened the door, put all hands on him and throw him out, put him on his stomach and put his hands behind his back, right? So he like, man, what's going on? So they just yank him up and they just throw him in the back of the patrol car. So he's sitting back there like, man, what the heck? Police ain't telling him nothing, right? So he like, man, what the going on, man? Police ain't saying nothing. I don't know if my brother in there hurt or what. I don't know what's going on. So he said they sitting there and then it's about 10, 15 minutes go by, then he see his stepbrother coming out, not in handcuffs, and now the police are jumped in the car and taking him that way. So as he got his hands behind his back in a patrol car, all uncomfortable, he looking back and he like, what the heck is going on? Why's my brother? What the heck? Why he ain't in handcuffs? So they get pulled. He like, hey, officer. Hey, hold on, let me get in the character. Hey, officer, hey, man, these handcuffs tight, man. Hey, man, what's going on? Officer, you hear me? What did I do? You know what you did. Officer, what is y'all trying to charge me with, man? What's going on? Right? Officer ain't saying nothing. They get down there to the county. They process him. He's sitting in the bullpen not knowing what's going on. So he's sitting there. He like, man, what the heck is going on? So he in there and 2 detectives come in there. So they come in the bullpen, they grab him, and they like, yo, so I guess they get him in the interrogation room. They like, so you want to tell us something? He like, tell y'all what? Like, come on, man. We already know what you went to the house for, and we already got your brother's statement and all that. He like, what are you talking about, man? They like, come on, man. We know what happened. What happened? He like, man, what is y'all talking about? They like, listen, you know that Rolex that you pawned? Man, what Rolex? I don't know what y'all talking about. You know that Rolex. Hold on, y'all. The dang clouds that got on my dang hat. Hold up. Hey, do me a favor, y'all. If y'all haven't hit the like button, hit the like button for me. Because y'all been slacking on that like button. So they like, yeah, that Rolex. You know that Rolex that you pawned? He like, yeah, what about it? They like, well, check this out. That Rolex came back stolen. You want to know what else? Yeah, what happened? The Rolex that you stole, we found the body. He like, wait, wait a minute. What you mean, body? Yeah, the house that you broke in and the person that confronted you when you took the Rolex, you killed them. They're like, he like, Kenny, like, wait, hold on, man. I ain't killed nobody. What you talking about? The detective's like, listen, man, Kenny, oh, we're going to call you Lil Ken. Lil Ken, because that's what they're going to call you when you get locked up. Lil Ken, check this out, white boy. You broke into a house. You killed the owner. You took the Rolex watch. We got you on the camera, right? At the pawn shop, pawning the watch. So just go ahead and confess. He like, listen, I'll tell y'all right now. Yes, I did break into a house. I did that. Yeah, that's me. But I ain't killed nobody. Wasn't nobody in the house. What are you talking about? So they like, so you saying that you did break into the house, right? Because we already know what happened. So, but you saying that you broke into the house, but you ain't killed nobody, but you stole the watch and pawned it? He like, yeah. So then they leave out. So one come back, he like, are you sure that's all you got to say? Nothing else happened? He like, man, I don't know what's going on, man. That's what happened, man. I broke into the house. I went through some drawers. I found the Rolex on the dresser, and I pawned it and to get my stepbrother out. That's it. There's nothing more to talk about. So they're like, all right, bet. So he like, wait, don't leave. What you mean, all right, bet? They're like, all right, just chill. We got you. So he sit back down and he thinking like, man, all this is just weird, man. They talking about I killed somebody? Wasn't nobody even in the house, man. Like, and then my brother, my stepbrother, they just like, what the heck going on? Then it dawned on him. He said, wait a minute. I think he set me up. My own brother set me up. Hold up, so, hold on, let me get this straight. This what Kenny tell us. He like, so I'm sitting there in the interrogation room, and I'm like, so he called me over there to rescue him, and I come with the bats, putting the work in on some dope fiends. He's going to jail. I go get the money, being a real dude, to get him out. And then he set me up. Nah, what's the reason? Why would he do this? So later on, the detectives come back in there. They tell him, stand up, put your hands behind your back, right? He like, for what? What y'all charging me with? Oh, you didn't know? Breaking and entering. He like, yeah, but I know that, I know, but they like, yeah, we got you for breaking and entering and selling narcotics. And we found that key of dope too. He like, wait, hold up. What key of dope? Hold up. I don't mess with no drugs. I don't mess with, like, he like, man, they like, hey, listen, his stepbrother already told us the drugs that he got caught with, he already put the play together. He told us that you was the supplier. He like, listen, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like I said, the only thing I'm guilty of is breaking it in the house, stealing the Rolex, and that's it. They're like, yeah, all right. So let's fast forward to trial. So when they get all the evidence, guess what? So this is how this unfolded. The brother, his stepbrother was trying to rob a drug dealer, right? He actually robbed the drug dealer, and he was selling the dope to some dope fiends. And the dope fiends basically took the dope from him. And this is when they called Kenny. This is when he called his brother Kenny, and Kenny came over to the rescue. Kenny didn't know what this was all about, or he just knew that his stepbrother called him to aid and assist him. And he did that. But all along, this dude had a case on him, and he basically served up Kenny in the worst way, right? So at the trial, do you see Kenny, blah, 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 talking to the stepbrother? Do you see him in the courtroom? Can you point him out? Right there, pointing him out. Kenny like, is how? Why? Why me? Of all people in the world, man, why me? So I'm like, so they hit you with a 15? He said, yeah, it was 7 to 15. You know, my minimum I got to do is 7, and my max is 15. I said, yeah, I said, did they give you a deal at first? He said, yeah, it was 2 to 7. But I ain't do nothing. I said, well, Kenny, you did, man, with the, with the beat down, and, you broke into somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, he said, so you think I got off easy? I said, kind of, yeah, really. So he like, man, I just can't believe this, dog, like my own family, man. I said, well, technically, I mean, y'all family through marriage, I guess, but it is what it is. So he like, so, man, do you think I can get out early? I said, well, you got to do 85% of that time. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I leave up out the cell. And Al in there talking to him. So then he come out the cell, and they see, another white cat come. What's dude's name? I think they called them Stamps or something. Okay, so yeah, that's his name, Stamps. So it was this white dude that was locked up with us for EBT fraud. EBT fraud. He was frauding the government with food stamps or whatever. He would go to a whole bunch of elderly people and get them to sign up for something, and they end up getting a food stamp card or whatever. And that's how he got busted for welfare fraud. And I think they only gave him like 2 years or something. So Stamps had beef with white boy Kenny, right, on the streets because of some, I guess, over some food stamps thing where Kenny paid for some food stamps and dude gave him a card but wasn't nothing on it. So some petty old beefs. So Stamps looking, and he like, hey, Dante, can I talk to you right quick, man? I said, what's up, Stamps? He like, is dude that just came in, his name Kenny? I said, yeah, why, what's up? He said, is that your guy? Is that your boy? I said, yeah, I rock with him. He said, hey man, listen, I you know, I respect everything you got going on, but, you know, that guy owed me some money. I said, what you mean he owe you money? He said, well, he beat me out on some food stamps out there in the streets. I said, what you mean he beat you out on some food stamps? He said, yeah, man. I gave him a food stamp card. He gave me the money, but then he talked about the card didn't work. And so I just gave him back his money, but I find out it wasn't nothing on the card and he used the card. So yeah, he owed me some money and, you know, I ain't forgot about that. So I'm like, what you want me to do about that? He said, you know, we here in prison now, so I want to talk to him. And do I got your blessing to talk to him? I said, man, do what you do, man. You ain't got to ask me for no permission. I said, but wait, hold on. Let me go ask him what happened. He said, okay. So I go in and say, I'm like, hey, Kitty, it's a guy out here talking about you beat him on some food stamps. And, you know, he's basically said you gave him some money for some food stamps. You used the food stamps and then came back to him and demanded your money back. But you used the food stamps. And he basically said he wanted to holler at you. So Kenny like, what? Man, I don't know. Then he was like, man, that was so old. I said, so it's true? Like, you did that? He was like, yeah, man, y'all did that. I did it. I said, oh, well, he want to holler at you about that. He like, what you mean you want to holler? I say, I guess he want to talk to you about that. So he was like, well, I mean, well, whatever, let's go. So we leaving out the cell, or me, Al, and Kenny leaving out the cell. So we get out there and we walk right over and Stamp stand right up. And he like, yeah, so like, where's my money? And Kenny like, man, what money? And Stamp's like, oh, it's like that. And Kenny like, yeah, it was like that back then and it's still that now. Now, I'm going to let y'all know this right now. Kenny, I'm not going to say Kenny a punk because Kenny is not no punk at all. But when Kenny knows that he has backup, oh, he's going to act a fool. And he acting a fool because me and Al standing right there. And he know we ain't going to let nothing happen to him. So he basically bucking on like, and I owed it you then, I knew it then, and I know it now. Like, what's up? So Stamp's looking at me like, what should I do? I'm like, hey man, look, y'all gotta figure that out. So Stamp's like, well, I mean, we can catch a fade. We can fade it out right now. So Kenny like, man, it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. We can do it. We can do it. I say, yo, Kenny, chill out, man. You causing too much, man. You causing us attention. Yo, chill, dog. So the guard pop his head in there like, hey, what's going on? I said, ain't nothing going on. We just over here excited. We over there talking about some old war stories. He like, oh, all right. So the guard pop his head back in there. So I'm like, hey, yo, Kenny, chill out, man. You can't be doing that. So Stamp's like, it's like whatever, man. I said, hey, look, hold up. This is what we'll do. Let's go to the showers and y'all get y'all one off. So Kenny like, yeah, I'm down. I ain't tripping, but, you know, I just got up here and I ain't really trying to, you know, fight. And I'm trying to just do my time. So Stamp's like, no, F all that. Let's go. I need my money or I need your ASS. Now, hold up. Pause. Because I know a couple of y'all going to be like, oh, there go Dante talking about the booty band and stuff. No, he was talking about he need his ASS, you know, to beat him up type of thing. So if you don't got my money, then I'm going to beat your ASS. That's basically what he was talking about. So let's get back to it. So next thing you know, Kenny like, man, no, man, I'm trying to do my time. So I say, hold, time out. So I put my arm around Kenny, right, like this, and I'm walking on. I said, hey, Kenny, what's up with you, man? Why you know, bagging out on a white boy like that? He like, what you mean, bag? I said, because you just talk like you was, you know what I'm saying? And now you bagging out. We call that woofing, dog. You can't be bucking like that and then turn down this fight that he, you know what I'm saying? He like, no, Dante, it ain't like that. I just got in and I ain't trying to get it. I said, well, Kenny, you just basically told him, you know, F you and, you know, get it in blood. So you got to go in and go handle your business. Because everybody watching now, and if you going to be with me, you got to put that work in, homie. He like, Yeah, all right. I said, listen, I ain't gonna let him hurt you, man. Come on, man, we out. So Al and Stamps, they already head into the shower. So we get over there and we get in there and Stamps like this, like, come on, let's go, let's go. So now Kenny coming there, Kenny take off his shirt, and for the sake and for the love that I got for white boy Kenny, I'm not going to say who won. I'm not going to say Kenny lost. I'm not going to say that Kenny won, okay? But the highlight of that fight is when Kenny, no, I ain't even going to say that. That's wrong. I'm going to tell you the result of the next day what happened. When Kenny came out of his cell after the fight, all this was black. All this, white boy Kenny had all this blacked out. There was a time in that fight, right, where Kenny basically tried to run out the shower, and Al pushed him back and said, no, what the heck is you doing? And white boy Stamps was coming around like this. So I'm just going to say, like I said, I got love for Kenny. But one thing I know for sure, anybody that's out there that like to run their mouth, understand, even though you might have a crew that's rocking with you or whatever, don't ever think that you are not entitled to get a one-on-one fair fight. Because my white boy Kenny, he had to learn the hard way. Because he thought that we was just going to jump in. And like I said, I'm not going to say if Kenny won. I ain't going to say if Kenny lost. That's up for y'all to decide, okay?
There's no negotiation, and that's just what it is. You got to literally take their life or knock them unconscious. So I tell dude, like, hold on, let's sit back right quick. Let me see what's going on. Before I even step out the cell, here come Tall T and Al. They're like, hey, yeah, you know, dude back, right? And the other dude is at the locker filling up this laundry bag with commissary.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So it's the next morning, and I hear, get out my cell! Get out my cell! Somebody help me! Man, you're not about to take my stuff! You ain't about to... Then it got quiet. So I wake up, I'm like, what the heck? Then I remember, KB is back. Now the white boy like, hey, Dante, something's going on. Something's going on down there. He said, what's going on? I said, that's KB, man. He like, who is KB? I said, you remember when I said that there's predators in here and prey? Well, there's another upper class of predators. And well, I'm what you call a super predator. But there's something that is called an apex predator, and that's KB. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. When I say I was a super predator, that I was. I can't deny it. But that was for many reasons. Non-sexual. Okay? KB, on the other end, you know, in order for me to be, this is the different levels of predators, right? You got predator, which is the regular predator. You have super predator, and you got apex predator. A regular predator is just somebody just getting by that ain't gonna take no nonsense from nobody. Sometimes they choose to fight. Sometimes they choose to use a knife, whatever the case may be. That's a regular predator, somebody that takes up for themselves and not prey, okay? Now, a super predator is somebody like myself that I am no nonsense at all. I will immediately pick up something and try to put it in your body. And that's what that is, okay? And also to make me a super predator, because I have a gang of other predators that's under me that is willing to put work in for me also. So that automatically make me a super predator. And then you got the KBs, which is the apex predator, where they don't need nobody to aid or assist them. They will get out here on their own. Don't matter if you the roughest, toughest, ice grilling, dangerous prison inmate in the universe. They will still go toe to toe with you. They not backing down. They ain't turning down nothing. In fact, they thrive and live for the violence. They ain't got no conscience. They want all problems. They want all issues. There's no negotiation. And that's just what it is. You got to literally take their life or knock them unconscious. Okay. And that's just what that is. So, dude, like, man, so what do you think he's going to come here? I said, no, he ain't going to come in here because he know, excuse me, y'all. I said, he ain't going to come in here because he know what would have happened to him. He knows what happened. So he like, man, Dante, I'm not trying to, say anything out the way towards you, believe me, but it kind of sounds like you kind of worried. So I'm not worried about him, man. He know. And to be real with y'all, just like I told y'all in the other video, okay, I was willing to push that blade, and I did many times. But the problem is, like I said, right now I was facing 10 years, and I have an out day, okay? But I knew dealing with KB, I didn't want him to come in my cell. I didn't want him to push up on none of my homeboys because we all riding together, and we always gonna have to put that work in on KB. And none of us want no unnecessary time, especially behind this dude, right? So I said, nah, man, it ain't nothing like that. It's just this dude. He a hot mess, man. So then the doors pop. So I tell dude, like, hold on, just sit back right quick. Let me see what's going on. Before I even step out the cell, here come Tall T and Al. They're like, hey, yeah, dude back, right? I said, yeah. He was like, yeah, he already on some bullshit too, man. He just ran in somebody's cell and took all their commissary. So I said, well, where Homicide at? He was like, oh, here he come right here. So Homicide get up there. He like, yeah, dude back. I said, yeah, I know. He like, what we gonna do? I said, we ain't gonna do nothing. We just gonna keep programming them the way that we program. And it is what it is. If he want to step, then we just gonna take care of that. And that's what it's gonna be. So then Homicide look in there. He like, oh yeah, I see you still got the white boy up in there. I said, yo, chill with that. Just chill with that, man. I got that. And I tell him, I was like, hey, matter of fact, come out here, man. Let me properly introduce you to everybody. This right here is my man Al. This my homeboy Tall T. And well, Homicide. And Homicide like, yeah, whatever. So I was like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if we get into it with KB, you're going to have to put in some work, man. He like, what do you mean by that? I said, you're going to have to get a knife. And if we have to go to war with KB, you're going to war with KB also. I don't care what you do. You got to do what you got to do. Because if we go to war with him and I go to the hole and Al go to the hole, you out here on your own, man. So it's best that you put that work in with us. So we all will have to go to the hole, all right? And that way you'll have a level of protection still. So he like, okay. So what should I do? I said, just go back in the cell and chill. He like, okay. So then we all go downstairs. And I see KB over there at somebody else's cell. And there's two dudes that's standing there. One dude standing there with his arm crossed, but not like in intimidation way, but he just standing there like this. And the other dude is at the locker filling up this laundry bag with commissary. So I said, yeah, KB on one. So KB is literally going to different cells demanding. He's not asking. He's demanding that people put food in his bag. And that's how he was programming, and cats was doing it. So I said, yeah, this ain't gonna work, dog. So we just watching him, and then he goes to another cell. And then he go to another cell. And I said, hold up. He's going to cell doing this. And Tall T's cell is a couple cells from here. So Tall T like, what's up? I said, hey, y'all go grab y'all stuff. When I said go grab the stuff, I mean go grab the you know what. So I go upstairs and I tell the white boy, come on with me. And I go grab, two sword adjusters. And I get him one. I say, yeah, we might about to have to do that. So He like, what's going on? I said, we might about to have to do that. Let's go. So me and him go downstairs and we go to Tar T cell. So it was me, the white boy, Tar T, Homicide, Al, and two of Tar T Crip partners. So we all up in the cell, just chilling, waiting. So now KB is at the cell right before us. So we just in there, just posted, right? Ice grilling, right? So here go KB. He go to the door and he look in. He like literally look in like this. And he looking at us, ice grilling us like, and we looking at him and we got him out. Like, this ain't nothing new. It is what it is. So he like, y'all funny. Yeah, I. Then he walk off. So we like, yeah, we gonna have to. So he steady going cell to cell. You hear, man, no, man, I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. Then it's quiet. Right now, I don't know if he knocking dudes out. I don't know what he do. I don't know if dudes doing that and then they give him the commissary. I am hearing scuffling every once in a while, dudes fighting for their stuff, but it is what it is. So then we all leave out the cell and we see KB end up going to his own cell. So we like, okay, maybe he got enough food, all right? So he's in there now. So, I have Al walk past the cell every once in a while to see like what he in there doing or whatever. And he got I'm talking about, it's like this dude got a whole bodega. Like this dude got a whole hood corner store full of goodies. He got all these ramen noodles, all these Pepsis, these Mountain Dews, these Twix. He got the glazed honey buns, popcorn. He got all type of stuff, like so much commissary that he been taking from dudes, right? So I see Al see all these things. He like, yeah, man, he bred it up, so he should be good or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you how foul prison is. I'm gonna tell you how these apex predators are. Already knowing that he done took so many people's stuff, right? Some of them fought him and lost, obviously. Some of them that said, I don't want the problems. Here you go. That's just what it is, right? Knowing that KB got maybe a month's worth, even if he eat good every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, he got at least a month's worth for how big he is and how much he consumes. He has a month's worth of commissary. Keep that in mind. So 2 days ago by, nothing really eventful what actually happened in the pod. Then we get some new inmates. Now, it's Tuesday, and y'all know every Tuesday we get 1 to 5 different inmates. It's just a steady rotation, right? So we get these new inmates, and then you get this older black dude that come up in there, right? And dude I'm talking about bags. He got 4 bags. He got 4 bags, just a commissary and all that. So he bred it up. So we looking at dude. So my predator instincts come into effect. And I'm looking at him like, wait, well, okay, we definitely gonna have to run down on him, right? But now I'm looking at him and he look like he kind of seasoned, like he done did time before. So I'm like, nah, he might be one of them convicts, straight convict, not an inmate. He's a convict, right? That done did time. So I said, we gonna have to approach this just a little different. We just can't go in there and play the mind tricks on him, right? For the people that did not know how me and my homeboys was programming, if y'all haven't watched my older videos, I'm going to let y'all know how we used to program. One thing we used to do is that if somebody new come in there and, they seem like they ain't never been locked up before, what we used to do is either I will go in a cell and just automatically start talking to the cat, and then I have 1 or 2 of my homeboys run in the cell with a knife and basically try to rob him, but I will pull out my knife and bag them down out the cell and chase them out of the cell. And then I come back like I'm a superhero, and he will be inclined to do everything that I asked him, or should I say tell him to do suggestively, right? And basically I would tell him like, listen, I can guarantee your safety, but you're going to have to give me half of your commissary, or give me all of your commissary and you just come to me when you want something, okay? And you just pay me, I get half of what you got for protecting you. And we'll just do that vice versa or whatever, right? So that, to sum it up short, that's how me and my crew was, programming. So I'm looking at dude and I'm like, yeah, we're going to have to get up on him, right? So we down there talking about the plan, what we going to do and this and that. I told the white boy, I'm like, hey, you want to get in on this? He like, yeah. Well, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? I said, so this what we going to do. I'm going to go in the cell. No, Todd T going to go in the cell, talk to the guy and, me, you, and Homicide going to run up in there. Homicide like, I'm not finna go in there with the white boy, man. I said, come on. I said, yo, Homicide, yo, chill, man. He like, no, man, I don't like this dude. I said, listen, man, he coming with us. He like, man, I said, yeah, he got to, man. He like, all right, man, whatever. I said, yo, hold up. Let me talk to you over here right quick, Homicide. So we go over there. I said, man, what's up with you, man? He like, man, I don't like this dude, man. I just don't like him. I said, listen, it's like I know you, dog. Talk to me. Like, what's the problem? He like, man, he just remind me of somebody, dog. I said, what you mean? He said, man, he just remind me of this dude, man, that I don't like in the streets, man. But I said, but it ain't him, so what's up? He like, man, never mind, don't worry about it, man. All right, whatever, man. I said, you good, man? He said, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm straight. I'm good. I said, all right. So we go back over there. So I'll tell him, like, okay, listen, this what we gonna do. We gonna go up in the cell, right? And I want you, let me see your mean face. He's like, what you mean? I said, let me see your mean face. Like I want to see your ice grill. So I said, like, look mean right quick. He saw it. He did like this. I said, no, man, you look like a serial killer, man. Don't smile, man. Just grit your teeth a little bit like this or whatever. So he started doing it. I said, you know what? Never mind, man. I said, listen, when we go in here, don't actually try to stab nobody. We're going to go up in here. And then right after there, I hear, hey, man, get out my cell. Hey, get out my cell, man. What you doing? KB already made a move. KB is already in this man's cell, demanding his commissary. All I hear is, hey, what you doing, man? Hey, you got to get out of here, man. I ain't giving you nothing. KB go up in the cell. They get to fighting. Boom, boom, boom. The fight actually lasts longer than I expected. But KB, being who KB is, end up knocking him out and taking all his commissary. And he just walking out with the 4 bags, walking down the tier, just mean mugging people, just ice grilling, right? So we all look at each other. We like, help. There go that plan. It's over for that. So Todd T was like, you know what, man? F that. F that, man. It's enough of us, man. Let's go ahead and get him up out of here, man. If we take him out, man, no, man. Let's go ahead and take him out. So Homicide was like, man, it's like whatever, man. Let's do it. I don't care. I said, whoa. Pump y'all brakes, man. Al like, man, Dante, listen, I usually rock with everything what you say, but I think they right, man. We need to get him up out of here. I said, nah, man, you know what we had to do to him? They like, yeah, but I said, no. You know what? I agree. He do gotta go. He gotta go. Because now he taking food off of our plate. But we can't come at him like that. So you know what we gonna do? They're like, what? I said, we gonna put something in his cell. Yeah. We gonna put something in his cell, and hey, we just gonna have to drop a dime on him. As a matter of fact, we're not gonna drop the dime on him. We're gonna have the white boy. And I looked at the white boy. I said, we're gonna have the white boy drop a kite on KB to say that, he got something in the cell and he was threatening him. That's how we gonna get him up out of here. And that way, it's clean on our end. Now, let me tell y'all something. What I just told y'all was exactly what I meant by military mind game. Sometimes you don't have to use physical brute force to get your point across in prison. You got to use this sometimes. And then sometimes you got to use people to carry out what you need done in prison. This is just a reality. I know some of y'all going to say, oh, Dante, this is a slime ball move. That's wrong for y'all to do that, to have a white boy do it. Understand, if you never been to prison, you just won't understand this. It's either you're going to be a predator or prey. And you have to do and use everything at your disposal to get what you need done, or it just won't get done. And I tell everybody all the time, do not commit crimes, because crimes do not pay. And when you get locked up, these horrors in prison do exist. And you might be subject to this type of living of a lifestyle. So to avoid all the extortion and the military mind games and the beatings and the psyops that's played on you, stay out of prison. Stop committing crimes. I keep telling y'all that. All right?
Also, if you're looking for a good movie to watch tonight on Tubi, make sure you click on the link in the comment section at the top. The movie is called Finders Keepers. Go check it out. YouTube is not sending out my notifications. I need for y'all to text this number right here that y'all see on the screen, because I got to send out my own notifications. I went out, y'all, and bought a phone just for y'all, okay? If you want me to promote your business or your social media channel, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, OnlyFans, YouTube, don't matter. Text this number and ask me about my promotion deals, okay? Right now, y'all, I'm doing the special, $50 per video, all right? But that is only good till July. So after July, it's going back to $100 per video, okay? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the video.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Man, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Either you're going to do what I tell you to do, or I'm going to let the booty bandits take care of you. Which one you going to do? Now choose. I'll be damned if I keep having this same conversation with you.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So later on that night, I hear him up there crying. He whimpering. So I'm like, hey, man, what's up with you, man? You all right? He like, man, I just don't want to be here, man. I didn't even do nothing, man. I'm innocent. I said, well, all crying ain't going to do nothing. I mean, according to probably 99% of the inmates in here, besides me, we are innocent up here. He like, man, I know that, but I didn't really do it, man. I didn't do it, man. It was all consensual. I said, listen, bro, there ain't no reason for you to be in here crying. Because, I mean, you ain't going nowhere. How long you got anyway? Man, they gave me 4 years. I said, well, what's your minimum? It's 2 years. I said, how long was you in the county? I was in about a year. I said, man, you only got 1 more year, man. I mean, the warden is your dang uncle. And how the heck did you even get here? He like, man, I don't know, you know. He cool with the governor and the judge and stuff like that, but man, I just don't want to be here. I said, well, it could be worse. It could be worse, man. He like, man, and I just didn't like how you hit me, man, how you been hitting on me. I said, listen, dog, it ain't nothing personal. It's just you got a lot of mouth on you, and it's better that I slap you in the mouth versus somebody else, because somebody else might knock your teeth out your mouth, man. He like, but why y'all gotta be so violent? I said, listen, hey, dog. So at this point, I done hopped out the bed, right? And I'm standing up looking at him. And I'm like, listen, dog, this is prison, man. This is prison. You're going to get hit. You're going to get punched on. You're going to get kicked, man. This is prison. This ain't no child daycare center, man. I said, it's bullies in here. And a lot of y'all cats in the comment section talking about, oh, Dante was a predator himself. Dante is prime evil. Y'all got to understand something. When you are in prison, you either going to be a predator or you're going to be prey. And that's it. That's the bottom line to it. Y'all got it misconstrued out there, and we're going to get back to the story. But understand this. Prison is not a place where things make sense. It's not a place where you would think that logic will outweigh ignorance. No, ignorance reigns supreme in prison. Only the strong survive. If you're not physically fit to survive in prison, you better have some money, okay? Or you better have a brilliant mind where you can manipulate other cats to do your will. And that's just the bottom line to it. It is the terror dome, okay? So for you cats that be sitting up there saying, oh, Dante was dead wrong. No, I was dead right. I was doing exactly what I supposed to been doing in there, all right? So let's get back to the story. So I'm like, listen, dog, it's better for me to slap you around than other cats because you might get your teeth knocked out your mouth. And he like, man, so what should I do? I said, you know what? Get up out the bed, man. He like, for what? I said, get up out the bed. Stop talking back. That's your problem. So he like, all right, man. So he get up out the bed. I said, get down and give me 20 push-ups right now. He was like, oh, okay. So he started doing the push-ups. Then he got to 20. I said, all right, now get down and give me 30 sit-ups. So I got down there with him, and I put my hands on his feet, and he started doing the sit-ups. I said, this is how you get strong. You got to get physically strong, man. So now he like, okay, so I said, look, I'm gonna put you on a program, man. Every day we gonna do it in the steps. In the morning time, I need 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups and 100 jumping jacks. In the evening, right after count or whatever, I need the same thing. I need for you to work out 3 times a day. And at night, we gonna redo it. So you gotta work out. You gotta get physically strong, man. So he like, okay, all right, cool. I guess I could. I said, no, it ain't no I guess. If you want to be able to stand up for yourself, dog, you have to get physically strong because you're weak, man. And I said, and to keep it real with you, matter of fact, I want you to punch me in the face. Have you ever punched somebody? He said, no, man, I never got into a fight in my life, man. I said, why not? He said, because I never had to. I said, punch me in the face. I want you to punch me as hard as you can in the face. He like, well, is you gonna hit me? I said, man, punch me in the face. He was like, man, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do it. I said, listen, if you don't punch me in the face, I'ma kick you in your face. He like, all right. So he punched me, and it was a little love tap, like boom. I said, that's it, man. I said, you a grown man. You 20-something years old, man. Punch me in the face. So he like, well, I don't want to, man. You scare me. I said, listen, you ain't getting it. So I grabbed him by his collar right here, and I pulled him close to my face. I said, listen, you better be glad that your uncle put you in the cell with me, or you could be in the cell with somebody right now, and they taking your butt cheeks, man. Now punch me in the face. So he was like, all right. So he punched me, right? And when he punched me good, hit me right in the nose. And when he punched me, I said, boom, punched him right in the face. And he fell on the ground like, oh, why you hit me? You hit me. I said, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. You don't get no free rides around here, man. I said, dang, that was a good punch, man. I said, that's what you start doing, man. Start punching people that's saying something to you crazy. If somebody come to you and I'm not with you, because ain't nobody going to do nothing to you when I'm around. But when I go on my visits or I'm out conducting my business, you got to be able to hold it down yourself. He like, I know, but my uncle said that you was going to take care of me. I said, listen, I can't be everywhere, man. I can't be in the shower with you when you in there showering. And I damn sure ain't going to be outside just waiting. So you're going to have to be able to take care of yourself when I'm not around. He like, okay, man. Okay, I'm starting to get it. I said, now, we going to shadow box, okay? So do as I do. Okay, so we turn this way, and I'm like, showing him a couple of combos, a 1, 2, hook type of jab thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's mixing them, just showing them a couple of things. Then I said, okay, if you find yourself where a guy trying to run down on you, this is what I usually do, okay? Now, I do not condone no type of violence at all, but I need for y'all to pay attention to this, especially if you are not a violent physical person. One of the things that I have learned through all my years of throwing knees and protecting myself is that if you hit a man right here, you see this right here, right in this area, the right way, boom, he going to bed. If he don't go to bed, you're just getting dislocated, okay? Or if you face to face with somebody and they ain't swing on you yet, pop off right here. See, I got a big nose. Y'all see how big my nose is? I got a big nose with big lips. However, if you are a person that don't know how to fight, if you punch a man in his nose right here, he instantly going to water up. He's going to tear up. So I told him, like, you know, if you got a dude that's pressing you or whatever, just hit him with a quick jab, like bam, right there in the nose. And as soon as he go like this, grab him by the top of his head and come down with the knee of God and go boom right in his face. When he go this way, just get on top on him and don't stop. Don't stop. I know y'all ready for that. I want you to hit him with that. Beep, 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 beep. Right? Beat him down. Don't stop till he stop moving, right? Or till the guards get you up off of him. And that's just how it's going to have to be. He like, but what if I end up killing him? I'm like, so what? This is the Terror Dome. It's either your butt cheeks are getting taken or the person lose their life. Which one you going to do? He like, man, I didn't know prison was this intense. I said, how did you grow up, man? And tell me about your charges, you know, because something don't seem too right. He like, well, I grew up in the suburbs, man. I just lived a regular white suburban life. And, you know, I got into the adult entertainment. And like I said, I was filming all type of scenes. And we had this one scene with the chick that, you know, what I'm in here for. We had this one scene where I supposed to broke into her house and, you know, and do the unthinkable. Now, he didn't say that. I have, for the integrity of YouTube in this show, I can't say the exact word, but y'all know what I'm saying. He said the scene was he had to break into her house and do things with her against her will, and she was paid for it, right? But then she wanted more money, and they said no, so she accused him of the unthinkable, and this is why he here now. So I said, so basically, two professionals, you and this chick, signed the agreement, a contract to do this. He was like, yeah, that's why I'm like, this is a contract. But I didn't know, like, when somebody says no and she was saying no, that's how they wanted the case, because she kept saying no. And I want to educate you people something too. I don't really know about that adult film type of stuff at all and how that business works. But I do know this. As two consenting adults that decide to be intimate, y'all can be intimate up until the woman tells you that she don't want to do it no more. Did y'all know that? You can be already in it. And she like, no, I don't want to do this no more. And if you keep going, I know how crazy it sounds. Matter of fact, y'all let me know in the comment section. If a woman consent to be messing for y'all to do it, and you right in the middle of it, and like 2-3 minutes in it, and she like, no, I don't want to do this no more. It's a hard pill, y'all. Pause. That's hard, man. Pause again. But it's like, what a man to do. I'll tell you what you better do. You better stop, or you're going to be Dante's Bunky, and I'm going to be running these same rules down on you, telling you what you can and what you cannot do, right? So anyway, so he telling me this, and I'm like, yo, hey, I don't know. But I do know this, though. I said, I'll tell you this, though. If you was in here, right, for outside of that adult film industry, like if you broke into a woman's house and did that woman like that for real, this conversation and what we got going on would not be happening. It just wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, you in the danger zone of maybe 60%. But if you was in here for what outside of that, dog, you will be at danger zone 110%. Your uncle would not be able to protect you at all. He like, I get that, but I'm telling you, man, that ain't what happened. I said, all right, well, that ain't for debate, man. You already got convicted, went to trial, whatever. It is what it is. Now you just got to focus on what's going on right here. So he like, all right, man. So we just gonna be working out, and I said, as a matter of fact, I need for you to do me a favor. He like, well, what can I do for you? Well, how can I help you? I said, well, the warden's your uncle. I need for you to see, can he, get you some things in here? He like, what you mean? I said, contraband, man. Some tobacco. Some, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, he ain't gonna do that. Man, he bought a book. He ain't gonna do it. I said, listen, man, whether you know it or not, you got a little clout in here because the warden's your uncle. Now that can go two ways. Dudes can try to really get at you because you the warden's nephew. Or dudes might want to kiss your butt to stay on your good side. But you already know what me and your uncle got worked out with me and you. So, it is what it is. So I said, this is what you do. You tell him, like, and in some ways or whatever, when the captain come, ask him to talk to your uncle. And of course, he going to bring you there, whatever, and tell him, like, can you make some phone calls? Like every week, once a week, ask the warden, can you make a personal phone call or whatever the case may be? So that way he'll get used to you asking him for it. And then when guards see that y'all doing that, all you just got to do is try to throw your weight around just a little bit to see what somebody bring you in the phone or something. You know what I mean? So he like, okay. I think I see what you say. I see what you're saying. I said, yeah, that's all you got to do, man. I said, listen, man, we ain't got nothing but time in here, man. All you need to focus on is getting your body right, and staying out the way, man. That's all you got to do. Work out, stay out the way, man, and listen to everything that I tell you to do. He like, okay, that's cool. I got it. Okay, cool. So then I saw you good now? He like, yeah, I'm straight. I said, you sure you straight? He like, yeah, I'm good. I said, all right, now go to sleep, man. So then I get back in my bunk and he get up there and he lay down, right? So I'm laying there. I'm assuming it's about maybe 2 o'clock in the morning now. Then I hear the door open. Boom! Now that everybody knows that noise, that noise that we hear, that loud banging noise, that it's when they open up the door, the main door, right? So then who walks in with a guard? KB. For those that don't know who KB is, well, if you haven't been watching my channel, you might don't know who the heck KB is. But listen, KB is somebody that you don't want to be in a cell with. KB is somebody that don't want to have no friends. He don't want to have no associates. He the type of dude that don't ask. He takes. He don't ask for nothing. He takes it, and he want the confrontation. He want the issue. So it's best that if you ain't willing to take this man's life or attempt to put that blade on him, you just forget it. Just give him what he want. Now, KB was not no booty bandit. He was a predator, no doubt. Matter of fact, he was an apex predator, a predator of all predators. He was a bigger predator than me. Okay. Now, here's the thing. For you so-called prison dudes out there that be talking about, oh, if KB or Dante would have ran down on me, I would have just took a knife and just applied pressure on his jugular. See, this is why y'all so twisted and y'all know nothing about prison. Because you do know that if you take another man's life in prison, you do know this, right? You getting another charge. You getting a street charge. Do you understand that? Meaning, if you take another man's life and you only got 5 years, now you got 30, 40 years added to your sentence. And a lot of cats that's endured. Okay.
Man, didn't I tell you whenever we leave out this cell that you look to the floor, man? Don't you ever look at nobody's face? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I? Man, this is not the outside, man. This is prison, dog.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
So me and Al on our way to the chow hall. And the captain like, Lasir, come here. So I'm like, what's up? He like, come on, the warden want to talk to you. So I tell Al to go ahead and go ahead. So I know y'all like, wait, hold on, Dante. You said Lasir. Who is that? That's my last name. My name is Dante Lasir. So in prison, they call you by your last name or your inmate number. So you're like, Lasir, come on. The warden want to talk to you. So I end up going with him. We get in the elevator. I'm like, what's this about? He like, you will see when we get there. So I'm like, all right. So we sit down outside the warden office about 5 minutes, and the captain go in, and then I come in. Now, in this office, you got the warden behind his desk. You got the captain right here to the left, and you got this white dude, young white cat, right here. So I'm like, what's up? He like, take a seat. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather stand up. He like, well, it don't matter. Listen, this is my nephew. He pointing at the white boy. This is my nephew, and I need for you to protect him. I'm like, what you mean protect him? He like, listen, I already know what you got going on around here. I know you control your pod with an iron fist, and I know nobody won't do nothing to him if he running with you. Now, check this out, y'all. In my crew, it was me, Al, Tar T, Homicide, okay? Now, we was that, okay? Now, we had affiliates and, other type of cats that, did things for me and, I was affiliated with. But in my crew, that was it. So I'm like, what's his charges? So he like, well, that's the thing. I need for you to sit down. So I sit down and I'm looking at the white boy, and he got his head all down, looking at the ground. I'm like, what's his charges? He was like, well, he got involved in the adult entertainment industry. And well, one of the videos that he was making, it was like a rough scene where the person basically breaks into a house and they get rough with the woman, and basically it's the hard R word type of scene. And I'm like, okay, what that gotta, he like, well, after they did the video, the girl wanted more money, and she basically told them like she want more money, or she going to say that he, forced her to do these things. So I said, so you want me to hold down, you know what I'm saying? I can't say the word on here. He was like, no, but he didn't do it though. It was all in the contract and stuff. I said, so, I mean, what am I doing here? He like, because, I can't have him in a hole, and I can't trust all the guards here. So I need for you to hold him down. I need you and your boys to hold him down. I'm like, I said, listen, man, I don't know, because, I mean, it's just some things I can't rock with. I said, so what's his cover story? Is y'all gonna have a cover story for him? He was like, yeah, we already got that. We already got that already taken care of. We gonna say, he was out here scamming. They gave him 2 years. So I'm like, so what happened if I say no? What happened if I say, nah, I ain't doing it? Then the captain was like, well, you can go to the hole for the rest of your stay. As of right now, there could be something in your cell right now that maybe you overlooked and can get you thrown in a hole for the rest of your days. So I'm like, so do I get any incentive out of this? They like, yeah, we'll give you $100 a week, $100 a week to go to the store. So I'm like, so I ain't really got no choice, huh? Y'all just telling me what I'm going to do. They're like, well, you can look at it that way. So I look at the white boy, and I look at the warden, and I look at the captain, and I'm like, did you really do that? And he finally looked up. He was like, man, listen, just like he said, man, we were shooting the scene, and, you know, she wanted more money, and she accused me of doing this when we didn't want to pay no more. So I said, all right, man, let's go. So the captain take me back, and I go to the chow hall, and I eat my breakfast. And Al like, well, what was that all about? I said, listen, man, we got to bring this white cat under our wing. He like, what you mean, this white dude? I said, don't tell nobody. But the warden nephew, he up in here, and he here on a bad charge. And I don't know if he did it or not. You know, he basically shot a video where, you know, him and the chick was messing around, but it was rough. And now, you know, she shook him down for some bread, and he said he wasn't paying, allegedly. And now you know how it is up in here. So the warden want me, you, and, you know, the homies to protect him. So he was like, so what we get out of it? I said, well, he said he'd give me $100, so I'll break that down between y'all and whatever. So he like, well, all right, well, let's do it. So we finished eating breakfast. So then we go to the pod, right? The captain come through, and they locked the whole pod down. So we all had to go to our cells. So we up in our cells, right? And keep in mind, these is 2-man cells. So like clockwork, here come the white boy, and he got a transport cart with 2 guards and a warden. And they come right to my cell and pop it. And he go in, and the warden come in, and he like, Dante, listen. But he whispering at this point, he like, Dante, listen. It's my nephew. Make sure you look out for him, man. I'm going to make sure we look out for you. And then with this cart, they had a bag of commissary full of ramen noodles. And the warden was like, I'm going to make sure y'all, I mean, I know you good, but, you know, I'm going to make sure, you know, everything is straight. So I'm like, all right, man. So the warden leave, the captain leave, and other guards leave. So they let everybody out. So Al and Tar T, they come shoot down there. They like, what's up with this white boy? So Al, I guess he forgot, like, and then he remembered, like, oh, this the white boy. So Tar T, I pull Tar T in, I say, Al, go grab Homicide so we can talk. So everybody is looking at the white boy, and he like, yeah, my name is so-and-so. And everybody just looking at him like, there's ice grilling him. So when Homicide get in there, Homicide like, oh, we got a white boy? We got a white boy? Like walking towards him real aggressive. I said, no, chill. He with us. He like, what you mean he with us? I said, listen, this, whatever we talk about in this cell, man, he like, you already know, man. You come on, man. What's up? I said, we got to protect this dude. He like, what you mean protect him? I said, he under our protection. This is the warden nephew. He done got into some crazies out there, and the warden need for us to hold him down for, you know, why he in here. So Homicide like, what he do? I said, well, you know, he shot an adult video out there, and it was a bad scene. And he's saying that the girl basically shaking him down for some money for the scene or whatever. He didn't want to pay. So she said that he, you know, did that to her. So he was like, so we protecting her. I said, I guess so, man. He was like, man, F that. We ain't doing that. I said, well, I ain't really got a choice. And y'all ain't really got a choice, because if I go in the hole, who do you think he's going after next? Who do you think the warden coming to next? All of us going to the hole. And I don't know about you, but I need my visits. I just got from the hole from 6 months ago. So Homicide was like, man, I tell you what, whatever deal y'all got worked out, I'm just not gonna beat him up. All right. I ain't gonna put hands on him out of respect for you. But outside of that, if I see anything else going on, I'm gonna let it be. Man, F this white boy. So he walked out the cell. I said, all right, well, I guess that's what it is. So I said, Tall T, how you feel about it? He like, man, I'm rocking with you. Whatever you want me to do, that's just what it is. I said, Al, he said, you already know, we already talked about it. So I tell the white boy, like, listen, man, this is the rules in this cell, right? Now, Al, y'all can bounce. They leave out. I said, listen, this is how this is going to go. Now, I know the warden is your uncle, but you got to understand I'm God in this pod. And I'm your personal savior in this cell when it comes down to it. You are to do as you told up in this cell. You understand? So he like, yeah, I get that. I said, no, I don't think you really understand what I'm talking about. I said, the charges that you got, the charges that you are accused of, you're supposed to be getting beat every day. You might even get your cheeks taken. Not by me. I don't roll that way. I'm a heterosexual, straight up man. But there's other dudes in here that, well, they like them young. And especially when you got a charge the way you got. So you better pay attention and pay real close attention and do what I tell you to do. Number one, in this cell, homie, if you gotta pee, you gotta pee sitting down. He like, why I gotta do that? I said, because I said so. Don't question what I tell you to do. And I'm gonna let you know right now, it ain't about me trying to apply, alpha male type of thing on you. But when you pee standing up, it splashes and then get on the floor. Okay? So I keep this cell clean. Now you gonna keep this cell clean. So I'm going to need when you pee that you sit down. Never mind if I'm standing up. Don't worry about that because this is my cell. This is my home. You just a visitor. So when you pee, you need to pee sitting down. The second thing, don't have nobody in this cell. Nobody at all. If I ever catch you with anybody in this cell, I'm going to put hands on you. And I'm going to do you bad. I don't give a if the warden is your uncle or not. So don't ever have nobody in the cell. As far as this commissary stuff go, this food, my food is my food. Your food is my food also. So whatever you get from the store, I need in. So basically, if you get two packs of noodles, I need 2 packs of noodles when you go to the store. All right. If you get you 5 Mountain Dews, I need 5 Mountain Dews. He like, but the warden said, that he was going to give you. I said, hold up. What you say? He said, my uncle said that he was going to make sure that he give you some bags. I said, oh, I smacked him right in the mouth. I said, don't you ever tell me what another motherfucker done said what they going to do. You understand me? So he like, don't hit me. I said, shut your mouth. He said, please don't hit me. I said, didn't I say shut your mouth? So I grabbed him. I said, man, you better shut your motherfucking mouth, man. Stop talking back. I don't give a what the warden told you. I told you in this cell, I am your savior. So he's like, all right, man, all right, let me go. I said, shut your mouth and listen. So I let him go. I said, now, again, whatever you get from the store, you better make damn sure that I get the same thing that you get. Do you understand me? He said, yeah, man. I said, no. I said, do you understand me? He said, yeah, bro, I hear you, man. I hear you. I said, next. Don't you ever talk back to me again. Do you understand me? He said, yeah, I get it. I said, now listen. The biggest thing of all, don't ever tell nobody what you in here for. Okay? In fact, don't even tell them about your scamming thing or why you went here. The cover story that the warden told you. Just say that Dante owned me. Y'all like, huh? Wait a minute. Don't that sound kind of... Listen, don't worry about that, y'all. See, y'all got to understand. I was like, the way I programmed in there, it was like this. I do you a favor, right? And now you owe me. And I might not want to call in that debt that day or that week. I might lay on it for a whole month or two. So that way I will always have something over you. And you will feel like you are indebted to me. Now, just say that you got a problem with another inmate. Me and my homeboys will go first. I will go talk to the cat you got an issue with, right? And if we can settle that with words, then cool. But if we can't and it got to get violent and I can't handle the business myself, or I got other things going on, then it's strength in numbers. So me, Al, Tarty, Homicide, and a couple of their affiliates will run down on whoever that got the issue. And we'll take care of that. And then now you feel like you owe me and you want to give me something, but I'm like, nah, you owe me. So that's how I was operating, where you owe me. So you can't tell me what you're going to give me. I'm going to come to you when I'm in time of need, where I need for you to aid and assist me in whatever I got going on. Okay? So that's how I programmed. So I told him, like, listen, if anybody try to approach you when me or Al or Tarty ain't around, you just say, yo, I belong to Dante. I don't want to talk about it. And 9 times out of 10, a cat will leave you alone because they didn't want that ran down pressure applied to them. So he like, okay, I get it. I get it. But can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? I said, what's up? He was like, you ain't going to try to rape me, are you? I said, listen, dude, I don't rock that way. It ain't nothing that you got that I want. You ain't no dang woman. You ain't got to worry about that at all. And you ain't got to worry about that from my people. But there is some cats in here that you do need to stay away from. He like, oh, okay. Because, you know, I said, listen, stop watching all them dang prison movies. It ain't like that up in here. Okay, everybody ain't in here gay. All right? He like, yeah, I understand. I said, now listen. This is how this gonna go. When we leave out this cell, you stay right next to me. Matter of fact, you stay right in back of me. Now, before y'all try to get crazy, be like, oh, Dante had him hold in the pocket. No, I didn't. I just had him standing right next to me, behind me, so people would know, like, okay, this dude is with me, right? Now, this is one of them tactics. Now, I know y'all hear from these jail stories and these prison videos and stuff that, you know, there's a gay guy is the one that got to stand behind the dude and follow him around. No, it's not like that all the time. Sometimes that's that I own this dude in a way. And in a way, I did own this dude. And not on no gay stuff, you know. I was just letting people know in the pod, like, this dude is with me. I own this dude. So don't approach him. Don't say nothing to him. Don't try to run up on him. Don't try to extort him. I'm extorting him. This my guy, right? This my white boy. So, and that's just what that was. It's a big difference between having a punk and your guy, okay? Having a punk is somebody that you sleeping with or you pimping out to somebody, okay? Having your guy is a guy that you extorting, friendly extortion, right? Friendly extortion. But the warden, this is his nephew. So this is my guy, and I got to make sure he's safe and nobody is trying to run down on him or do no harm to him that I'm not already doing to him. You know what I'm saying? I know it's crazy, but this prison, man, it's prison. And it's just, that's just what it is. Okay. So we leave out the cell, right? And he right behind me. He just looking around at people. And I turn around and I get up on him. I'm like, hey, listen, man, when we outside this cell, look to the ground. Don't be looking at people, dog, because you just doing too much, man. You looking all scared. You turning red and everything. Stop looking at people, man. When you walk, man, look with your face down to the ground, man. He like, all right, cool. I said, come on, man, let's go. So we get downstairs. We get to the domino table, right? So A couple of my homeboys sitting right there. Homicide sitting right there. Now, Homicide got a big issue with this, right? So, and y'all, I would tell y'all, but never mind. Never mind. That's a whole other story. So, anyway, Homicide got a big issue with this. So, he just instantly get up and just walk off, right? So, I sit down, and then a white boy tried to sit down, and I was like, what the F you doing? He like, I was about to take a seat. I said, you're not allowed to sit down, man. Stand up. So everybody looking at him like, oh man, that's crazy. So I'm like, man, don't worry about him. Anyway, y'all, come on, deal me in. So we get to playing dominoes, right? Next thing you know, boom, right? Homicide done hit the white boy. Homicide done popped off on the warden's nephew. So he hit him. Boom, right? Now listen, there's no guards in here at all. The guards, they don't even do their job. So he done punched on him. Dude done went this way on a domino game. And I grabbed him and seen him this way. And I jump up. I'm like, what the F wrong with you, man? Nah, man. Nah, I just don't like this, dog. I don't like this. So I look at Al, I look at Tor T, and I do like that. Right? And they instantly grab him like, man, what the f y'all doing, man? Let me go. So we muscle him into the corner, and I get up on Homicide. I'm like, listen, dog, you can't do that, dog. He like, man, for what, man? F that, man. F him. So I look over there, and the white boy over there, like, curled up, like, sobbing. I said, dog, didn't I tell you what's going to happen, man? This the warden's nephew, man. We can't be doing that up in here, man. He like, man, I just have to get that off, dog. I have to get that off. I said, dog, listen, you cannot be doing that, man. He like, all right, man, let me go, man, let me go. I said, all right, man, you cool? He like, yeah, man, I'm cool. So he was like, yeah, white boy. Yeah, white boy. So then I go over there and I said, come on, man. He like, man, you supposed to protect me. I said, man, come on, man. So I grabbed him up and I muscled him down the hall and upstairs to the room. He said, man, you supposed to protect me, man. You supposed to protect me. I said, what was you doing? He was like, I wasn't doing nothing. I was just watching the game. I was looking around. And I noticed that dude, your friend, he kept looking at me. So I was looking at him. And all I know, he just hit me. I said, didn't I tell you to look at the ground, man? He said, yeah, but I mean, I'm a human. I said, what? So I smacked him. I said, didn't I tell you about talking back? And I told you about looking at people, man. Look at the dang ground, man. This ain't the outside. This prison. So he like, man, I get that, I understand. I said, listen, you don't understand. This ain't rainbows and lollipops. You can get killed up in here, man. Stop doing what you doing. When we leave out this cell, look to the ground. Don't be looking around and looking at people's faces, man. What's wrong with you? So I'm in there screaming on him. So he like, man, I get it. I said, no, you don't get it. You don't get it. You in here on bad charges, and you gonna get killed if they fight. So the Al like, yo, D, be quiet, man. You blowing up the spot, people. So you mean to tell me she held out for 6 months, and then when she finally give it to you, she did what? Nah, I would have got 40 years too.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Also, if you're looking for a good movie to watch tonight on Tubi, make sure you click on the link in the comment section at the top. The movie is called Finders Keepers. Go check it out.
Back in the day, I had this homeboy. Well, I'm not even going to call him a homeboy. I had this friend when I was about 10 years old and he was 7 years old. My mother and his mother was best friends. So naturally, we became friends. So I'm going to say I was about 3 years older than him. He was 7 and I was maybe 10. He came from a good upbringing. You know, his mama worked in GM. His daddy worked in GM. He was basically spoiled. He had everything that he wanted in life. So it was very surprising years later, let's say about 20 years later, big surprise to me when he walked into my pod in prison. So when I see him, I'm looking at him like, because I ain't seen this dude in maybe 10, 15 years. So he done changed a lot. But, you know, when you don't see somebody for a long time, you can tell like it's dim, you know. So I seen him and I'm like, hey, Marco, Marco. And he was looking around and I said, Marco, it's Dante. So he looking, so he walk over there. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, what's up, man? I'm like, you remember me? He was like, yeah, man, you what's the name son, right? I said, yeah. I said, man, how you been? He was like, man, I've been good. I mean, outside of, what I'm doing here. I said, I said, all right, man, how much time you got? He was like, man, I got 20 years, man. I said, 20? He said, yeah, 20 to 40. I said, oh. He said, well, I guess I could tell you what happened. I said, all right, hold on. Where you sleeping at? He was like, I don't know yet. I said, well, shoot, my bunk open right here. You can get the top rack. So he was like, all right, bet. So I'm helping him put his stuff up. And we just chatting. So I'm like, so what happened? Like, what you went here for? And he was like, man, it's a long story, man. I said, well, we got all day. That's one thing we do got is time. So he like, yeah. So we sitting on my bed and he like, so I was basically dating this girl from Detroit. And, she was just like super, super sexy. I said, okay, bet. So he was like describing everything. He was like, she was like slim, thick, and that's real petite. And she worked out a lot. And, I like to work out too. But she really worked out a lot. Like she was a health nut. I said, okay. So he said they was dating for about 3 months and she would not give him none at all. So I'm like, what was that all about? Was she trying to be celibate? He was like, bro, I wish that was the case. Well, let me finish the story. So he said, like, after 3 months of her not giving him none, he basically told her, like, listen, I really like you. I'm in love with you, but I'm a man and I just feel like, I don't want to cheat on you. I'm not trying to cheat on you at all, but, I got my needs too. And so she was like, okay, but if we do it, we got to do it with a condom on. So he said, all right, shoot, I ain't tripping off that. So he said they end up messing around when they put on the condom, whatever. It was all good, all gravy. So he said from that day, they was messing around every day from like literally like every day from their day 4. So he said at first they was using condoms and then they wasn't, then they was, and they wasn't, then they just stopped wearing them all together. So I said, okay, y'all was getting y'all freak on. So he was like, well, turns out, her baby daddy, she had a kid that I didn't know nothing about. And the kid was 8 years old. So I was like, wait, hold up. So you didn't know she had a kid? He said, no, man, she was living like she was single and had no kids or whatever. But her baby daddy ended up reaching out to me. And first I thought it was like a hater or a stalker. And he writing me talking about, yeah, you going to be surprised and she going to do you dirty like she did me and she got a kid. So I said, so what was he saying? He was like, man, he was just talking bad about it, like talking real down or talking about she a deadbeat and she's selfish and he trying to warn me to stay away from her. So I'm looking at it like, shoot, dude just hating and, he needs to just move around. So I said, yeah, that's what it sounded like. He was like, nah, I should have listened. I said, why? He said, just hold on. Let me finish tell you the story, D. So I said, all right, what's going on? So he was like, so basically, I didn't say nothing to her about, her ex, but I was real curious though, like about the kid situation. Like, if you got a kid out here that's 8 years old, like, why you ain't in his life? So he said that he just let that, ponder on his mind. And so he got up the courage one day and asked her like, hey baby, I need to talk to you. And she's like, what's up? He was like, we've been together for a couple of months and, I ain't gonna lie. Supposedly your ex, he reached out to me and he said that, you got an 8-year-old kid and, you grimy and you did them both. Is there any truth to any of this? So she was like, he reached out to you. He was like, yeah, he reached out to me. So she was like, well, okay, so this is the truth. I was in a relationship with the guy that, that reached out to you. And yes, we do have an 8-year-old kid, but listen, just listen, okay? There's something I have to tell you. And he like, what? What is it? What you got to tell me, baby? And she like, do you remember why I said that I didn't want to rush into being intimate? He was like, yeah, I remember. She was like, well, that was a reason. First, I had to make sure that I could trust you. And then I had to make sure that, we both were safe to do it. And he like, okay. So she was like, I'm gonna tell you something, but I just don't want to tell you right now because I don't want I don't want anything to ruin what we got going on, okay? So he like, all right, baby, just take your time, but like, what's up with the kid situation? And she was like, well, we'll talk about that too. Just let me get some more time or whatever. So he was like, all right, baby, whatever. So days would go by, a week would go by. So he come to her and tell her like, hey, baby, I'm feeling kind of under the weather, whatever. And she like, okay, well, I got a concoction for you. You can take these vitamins or whatever. And he was like, all right, whatever. So she's been giving this guy vitamins, supposedly. She's been giving him pills for like the next 2 months. And it's like he can never shake this cold at all. He just can't shake it. So he tells her like, man, baby, I think I'm about to go to the hospital, man, because, I feel like I got the flu, man, and these pills you're giving me, it ain't doing nothing. So she like, all right, well, if you go to the hospital, just call me. Just call me when you get out or whatever. So he said he go to the hospital and they run a test and they just not seeing what's wrong with him. He's saying that he feel fatigue. He can't keep nothing down. He got the shakes, like he's hot, he's cold at the same time. So he's like, man, like what is up with me? The doctors is baffled. They like, man, we don't know, man. We done ran every test and we done ran STD tests. Well, let's do a HIV test. Let's just run that test and a hepatitis test, and let's just run them. So they run the test, and they come back, and they like, well, there's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You just get some rest. They like, so do you work? He said, yeah, I work. And they're like, okay, are you sexually active? Yeah, I'm sexually active with my girl. And, is it an open? Do y'all both? Is y'all exclusive? Or you like, yeah, I mean, we just, I'm assuming we just with each other. And the doctor said, okay, well, I mean, just get some rest or whatever. So he like, all right. So he called his girl and he tell her like, well, the doctor say that there's nothing wrong with me. He done ran every test in the book and there's nothing wrong with me. So she like, well, just come home. Just come on. So he come to her apartment, right? And she fixed him some chicken noodle soup and she gave him some more pills. So he's in the bed and he just really going through it, y'all. So she had to go to work. So he got this banging headache. He said he had this banging headache. So he said he get out the bed and he go to the medicine cabinet and get an ibuprofen or something, right? So he said he opened up the medicine cabinet and he just looking at all these different pills. And he just looking like, okay, because he was trying to find the ibuprofen. But he see all these different pills and, he know what the vitamins look like, but it's a lot of different pills. Now, he know, like, my girl is a health nut, so maybe she taking all these pills for her body or whatever. So he get to looking through for the ibuprofen. He sees it, so he popped 3 of them. That was the 250 one. So he took, 750, right, dosage. So he popped it. So now he looking at all these other pills, and he like, let me see what these pills about. So he pull out his phone and he get to Googling some of them. And, one of them for like low iron, one for like potassium, and the other one is for HIV. So he said, huh? hold up, what? So he looked and he like, hold on, this the pill that she was giving me. Oh, heck no. So he look and he like, hold on, this girl, why is she taking HIV pills? So he like, oh my goodness. So he called her, he like, babe, I need for you to come home right now. We need to talk like right now. She like, is it important? Yes, I need you here right now. So she get to the house about an hour later, and he's sitting on the bed, and he got the pills in his hand. He said, what type of pills is these? And she looking at him. She was like, it's medication. He like, medication for what? She like, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. So he like, okay, get to talking. Well, okay, so yes, I do got an 8-year-old child. And the guy that I got the child by, he gave me that. That's why I got to take the medication. He said, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that you gave me? She said, yeah, that's why I was giving you the pill so it can be like a blocker so you wouldn't get it. But I mean, you said the doctors, ran tests on you when you ain't have nothing. So he like, man, so you telling me you knew that you had this? And she was like, well, that's why I didn't want to sleep with you because, I want to make sure that we was going to be together, whatever. He like, so what does this mean? I'm going to die or something? I'm going to die? That's why I'm sick? So she was like, no, it's just the medicine is just going through your body and, your immune system is trying to fight it off. And I'm just trying to get the right dosage to you so you won't get it. So he like, so you basically gave me a death sentence, huh? She was like, no, man, you can get through this. So he was like, so what happened with the 8-year-old kid? So she was like, basically, when he gave that to me and I found out I was pregnant, I didn't want to have nothing to do with him or the kid. So I just basically signed all my rights away and let him keep the kid. And, every time I get with somebody, he always figuring out who I'm with and end up stalking them and, telling my business and stuff. Well, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that that y'all got this. So she was like, so what, you going to leave me now? He was like, I mean, I'm with you now. That I don't know, man. But I'm gonna go to the doctors again because something ain't right. She was like, I'm telling you, it's the pills. It's the pills. So we gonna fast forward a week later because he said he was bedbound. His mama had to come over to the crib and help take care of him. So he said he started feeling better. He started feeling good. So he said he go to the clinic again and they run the tests again. And guess what, y'all? He got it. He got the package. So the doctor tell him like, yeah, okay, so you got it, but this not a death sentence anymore. So, if you take these pills and you're gonna be feeling like crap, but trust me, just keep taking the pills, and you can live a long, healthy life with this. So he like, man. So the doctor asked him questions like, have you been with other women or men or whatever? He like, no, I'm not gay, and I only been with my girl, but she got it. She got it. So, that's just what that is. So he said that when he got back home, she was sitting at the table and she told him like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. He like, what's up? She like, I just been thinking, I don't want to be with you anymore. And he was like, what? She was like, I don't want to be with you anymore. You just a negative vibe on my life and I just don't want to be with you no more. So he said he was just standing there and he like, hold up. So you give me something that is a hazard to my life and then you tell me that you don't want to be with me after I found out that I got something that you gave me? He said, all he know is he blacked out. Now, when it comes to this part, y'all, I don't know if he really blacked out, or maybe he did. Or maybe he went insane for a couple minutes of what he did. So he said he blacked out. And he said when he came to, baby girl was just laying right there on the floor, lifeless. And he said that his hands was just coming off from around her neck. He basically choked her to sleep, like a permanent sleep. So he said he sat there for a minute and he got to slapping her like, wake up, wake up. Wake up, girl, wake up. She ain't wake up. She didn't wake up at all. She done passed away. He done took this girl life, y'all. So he said he was just sitting there for a minute, and then the magnitude of what he just did just sank in. So he instantly called his mama and was like, Ma, I just did so-and-so. I just, took so-and-so life, man. I got, she gave me this and she just broke up with me. The mama like, calm down. Just come to my house, baby. Come to my house. Right? So now Marco is on the run. Marco is on the run for 3 months and he hiding out at mama house. And naturally the detectives come over there. He go hide up in the attic. Right? Let me tell y'all something about family. Do y'all remember when I said, why have enemies when you have family and friends? Well, Crime Stoppers was offering $5,000 for the apprehension leading, because of the death of the girlfriend. So they want an arrest made, and they got 5 bands out on dude head basically. So his cousin that he ain't really close with, but close enough, long story short, end up turning him in for that 5 bands. Police come there. They like, yeah, we already know where he at. He in the attic. Come on down, Marco. Come on down. So he come on down without a fight, right? Now he in here with me, and he's telling me this story. So after he get done telling me the story, I'm like, so are you still taking the pills? He like, yeah, but since I got arrested, man, they ain't been giving me my medication. So I'm like, well, you're going to have to put a grievance in and, talk to the nurse when she come through. I'm pretty sure you divulged all this information, in intake and process. He was like, yeah, but they still ain't gave me my pills, man. I said, well, on the second thought, I'm going to need for you to move. He like, why? What you mean? I said, listen, I'm kind of like a germophobic kind of, and I'm not really educated on how, this thing works. So I'm not trying to offend you or nothing, but I just don't want to catch that. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, bro, it ain't like that. You couldn't, you wouldn't be able to catch it for us just talking. I said, no, I get that. I understand that. But, now that I know what you got, I kind of don't even really want you around me, dog. He like, oh, for real? I say, yeah, man, it ain't nothing personal, but just saying, dog, it's just prison, and you know what I'm saying? He like, so you want me to move? I said, yeah, I would really appreciate it. He was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go find another bunk. I said, all right, and I was like, hey, listen, Marco, I ain't gonna tell nobody neither, cause ain't nobody business. But me and you still cool, we still good. But until you get them pills, homie, it is what it is. Let me tell y'all something. Number one, that HIV is still going on. It's still going on out here. So y'all stop paying attention to this new age stuff for people saying you only live one time and all this and that. Even though that they even got, these pills for you to live, an extra 20, 25 years to keep that at bay why go through that? You know what I mean? Why go through that? So, and I get it. Sometimes people just don't know. And, you know, all it takes is one time, you know, to go unprotected with somebody or whatever the case is. But, you know, we got one life and one body, man. Cherish your life, man. Cherish your body. Be careful out there, y'all. With that, I'm out.
If you want me to promote your business, your products, or your social media channels, make sure you contact me at the number that y'all see on the screen. Also, this is the new official Cash App for the Dante Show Network. If you want to be a part of the growth of the Dante Show Network, make sure you lean on the Cash App. I don't care if you donate $1 or $10,000. It is all appreciated. Also, I have 3 other channels that you may or may not ever heard of. I'm going to have the link to them 3 channels pinned at the top of the comment section, as well as my contact number and the link to the official Cash App. Also, if you want to get access to my exclusive videos, make sure you become a member. I'm going to have the link to the members only videos pinned at the top of the comment section. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share this video.
Oh shit, here we go again.